This is important. Hello out there. Welcome to yet another session of Jokes, Tales, Critical Fails. Our 19th session of sailing the Scorched Continent. That doesn't make any sense.
You mean our 19th century?
Welcome to the 19th session of Scouring the Scorched Continent with me. With me. You know, when you're sailing the seven seas, you don't got much time for literary learning. But
except for all those downtime days we had on the show.
Yeah, that's fair. That's actually a really good point. Anyway,
so much downtime.
Welcome back. If this is your first time joining us, don't forget to join or check out the links in the link tree, which you can get by typing !link into the chat. There you'll find all the social medias when you'll know when we're live and what we're doing, and as well as you can join any of the games that I have available on startplaying.com. But to get right into things, we rejoin our players after they have ended the Cult of the Violet Knight. Deep within the heart of the Mirhan Desert, at the foot of a number of craggy mountains which jut out of the never-ending sands that are Rakesh, you infiltrated the band of drug-addled cultists known as the Violet Knight, creating and peddling a drug known as Viraka, one that lowers the inhibitions of those who take it. And from within, you uncovered a plot led by a demoness, corrupting the minds of all these cultists to do her bidding. And after infiltrating, you took them down, attacking when the opportunity found you, and subverting the enemy, forcing them underground, forcing them into a hole where you were able to not so much get the jump on them, but still take them down, forcing Lady Lady Delora to jut herself into the ethereal plane to try to take you down with one final fight and effort of her own. However, you bested her, working together and freeing the minds of these victims. Now you stand victorious, allied with your new formed companions, although loosely, many of them unsure of their alliances at the time being. Some of them took off. You guys looted the bottom levels of this compound, uncovering what can only be called a cavalcade of wealth. A lot of it were valuables held by people within the cult itself, and a lot of it was also wealth gathered by the Lady Delora. It is all now yours, all that remains, as well as a strange shrieking box with odd notes hidden within secret reservoirs within the compound itself. Now the compound is looted. You guys scoured the bottom levels, everything that was taken from the top. Your first day into the raid, you barricaded yourselves underground. While that was going on, they cleared out the ziggurats. When you guys went back up top, you could find nothing of importance. No value, no wealth. It was all taken underground. Now you've retrieved it all and piled it all up. You're staying the night underground with your wealth?
Yes.
Yes. You guys set up camp?
Gotta protect
Also,
our
yes.
money.
The
One thing I didn't see on here was that pot of gold, but I did put that in.
So the pot, again, that's still going to come to, like, we're going to have the awkward conversation of doing stuff with that. It is just like a giant mass hunk of gold.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm just,
I'll figure it out.
It is, it is still pot shaped of gold, you know? Yeah,
well,
but
it's a whole pot of gold. Like,
yes,
and the pot.
and the pot too, exactly, precisely. You'd have to re-smelt it and pour it out if you wanted to do anything with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
That didn't include the high caster iron pot. Anyway, the other thing before you guys turn in, I assume you're going to do, is you did leave up in the top of the compound 2 individuals, Sister Lyra and the injured Sister Tamara.
Yes.
Do you go up to retrieve them?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Uh,
Bring them down to rest with them, and then I'll update them on what went down.
As you go upstairs to retrieve them, found in the recruit's room that you left them, Sister Lyra tending to Sister Tamara. Sister Lyra is dead.
Oh.
Sister Tamara is gravely injured, but conscious. Holding the body of Sister Lyra in her grasps, rocking back and forth in tears, just covered in her blood.
I'll spare the dying to try, but I
She's
feel
gone.
like it's too late. Yeah.
Are there any wound marks that are visible on?
There is a large gaping hole in her chest, like she was blasted with something. And as you all enter and rush toward her, like you go and touch the wound, Oberon, Sister Tamara, who was unconscious, the keeper in training that Ignacio saved, is rocking back and forth with her and going, Sister Kira, she came back. Sister, she left me for dead. I don't know how I survived. Out of game, I know how she survived. She rolled a nat 20 on her first death saving throw. But yeah, I gave her a fighting chance, and I was like, I'll roll 3. Nat 20. I was like, okay, well, fuck. She's alive. But yeah, she is just not in any sort of reachable state. What are you guys doing?
I'll share a look with Oberon, and I'll go for. I just swapped their names in my brains. Can you remember who's alive again and who's not?
Sister Lyra, just to give you a full description, Sister Lyra is a Leonin. She is a female lioness person.
Mm-hmm. She's alive.
She is dead.
Dead.
She has been an alchemist that has worked with you this entire time. She's the one who orienteered you on making Viraka.
Yes.
So if you go to the actors, we can't see them.
You cannot see any of the actors?
No, we can't.
Oh. Yeah. And she was the old alchemist, or not old, she was a young woman. But
Lyra was the alchemist recruit.
Yes.
I was like, this is
Tamara was the keeper in training.
And Tamara was the one who was taken away, and she's just a young woman. She's a human young woman.
Did we stop her from being transformed?
You did, yes.
Putting the mask on, basically.
She was unconscious the last time you saw her, because whatever she was being fed with Ignacio was just still in her system in general. And as she this is the first time she's been awake since you guys took over the compound.
Okay. I'll go for Sister Mara. I'm like, Oberon, can you move her body with the rest of them so we can bury them properly?
Sure.
You lift up Sister Tamara's body, carry her off. Bastion and Fume have already taken out to the front, rushed out as soon as this news happened, rushed out to the front of the compound.
Are we burning all the bodies? Do we need to burn all the bodies? Because
No,
they were bitten by a possible vampire, being the demon?
I don't think that they were a vampire. I believe they were just a demon. I think we're properly burying them.
It was just a succubus? Because she sucked the life out of people.
Yes, she was just a succubus. She was just a crewly.
It was...
Fuck you, bitch!
You saw it. It was like a succubus's kiss. It was like kissed them on the lips and then sucked their soul out. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So. Then, yeah, I'm just taking them out to the graveyard.
Okay.
And all like, this is the before the long rest, right?
I mean, if you wanted to not burn them, these carrion birds would thank you. There are quite a few gathering around the compound at the moment overhead.
Are there? Yeah.
Yeah, they're.
I mean, I don't discriminate on what things eat.
You guys are sitting right at the foot of like these jagged mountains, and a whole lot of carrion birds live and nest up there. And as soon as the smell of death fills the air, they're just like encircling the compound overhead.
Sure.
We're burying them.
No, why would we bury them? The birds can eat them.
Why wouldn't we bury them?
Why would you bury them?
To honor them and to stop their bodies from
I don't discriminate on what things eat.
I don't either, but I consider these living people and that they deserve to have peace in their longest rest.
You're a cleric, huh?
I am a cleric, and
Okay.
honestly, I believe Bastion is of the same mindset, if I remember correctly from the last session, that they deserve to all be buried.
You'd be a little familiar with this. You lived like your monastery. Again, your monastery, their way, very open to other
that's cool,
ways of thinking.
I mean, if we need to bury them, then
I
was just saying the birds need to eat too.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like you have run into this conflict a number of times within your monastery, Oberon. Like this conflict of like people going like, oh, that person is dying. That's a shame. I really like them. But they'll be part of the forest now. And other people being like, yeah, but we're going to go put them in this hole over here and say a prayer. And they're like,
why?
What?
It's just,
what?
Yeah. Okay.
It's just a thing that people do to be respectful of the dead.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Like, I'm not going to stop you. I don't want to stop you.
If you would like to... Oh.
You know?
No, if you would like to drag out those monstrosities for them to feast on, then be my guest. I don't care for them.
Sure.
The game is paused, so I can't see anything. But yeah, it's a little fucked, Chris. Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, the whole.
I can't see anything but green background.
What do you mean?
Over here.
The Violet Knight Ziggurat, or
oh, there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can know the Violet Cave. I'm in the Violet Cave right now. I just made that open for you all to see and jump to.
Okay, I was on the wrong page for some reason. Yeah, these things. I'm okay with these things being. I have no issue with that. If anything, they're cooked for the birds at this point, if I remember correctly. Chris's face is so displeased.
I'm eating. Who would want to eat something like that? That's so disgusting.
The birds, apparently.
You guys did.
You're the ones who brought it up. You're the one who brought it up. I mean, it just looks like it looks like you're eating blood and guts, anyways.
It does. I really thought about. I took a long look at my lasagna when I was thinking about that. I was like,
this is the conversation you want to have right now. Absolutely. 100%.
Olives for eyes.
Yeah, it's good.
Eyes.
That's all I care
classic.
about.
Oh, yeah, lasagna is good. I saw a picture of lasagna that somebody made with the face.
It is close. It's soju.
It's not water.
But yeah, so no, any of the dead that's not a human, I can drag out.
I'm okay.
Or that you don't want to bury. Who's getting just
I want to bury the humanoids. You could, if you wish to leave the monstrosities out to be feasted upon. That is.
I mean, I guess it's still a ziggurat that could be used for something, right?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Shelter.
Is there any ancient symbols around this ziggurat as we're going through it all?
There's not ancient symbols at all. I guess that's actually not true at all.
Does it seem old type things?
It does not seem old. It seems
like they built it.
Yes, there are still ancient iconography of abyssal nature.
But the structures seem fairly recently built within the past couple of years.
Precisely.
Got it. Okay. Nothing special. Maybe secret rooms here and there, but that's about it.
I feel like we've gotten a majority.
You guys have a number of things in your inventory of interest now.
Yes.
And a lot of them, like, I'm sure you guys have questions of. So now would be the time to raise those questions.
Okay.
So, well, can we identify?
Yeah, I
Does somebody have
figured-
identify.
This is before our long rest, right?
This is, I would say, probably during your long rest.
Okay.
I just, like, the big point was I wanted to get to the fact that Sister Lyra is dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know what you guys
That's
were going to do related to that.
Julia
It just looks like, for Sister Lyra, it just looks like there's like a hole blown in her chest.
Eldritch Blast. You recognize it.
Oh, we
Eldritch
totally
Blast?
picked up that,
Okay.
we totally
Got
picked up that Ladle Club. What is Glamour Weave?
It's material that changes how it looks based on one's desires. I would
so
want
let me
to
put
know
that
if no one's
with-
very particular. Is it just regular Glamour Weave, or is it?
It's
Glamour Weave with,
uncommon.
like, studded armor.
Uncommon.
No,
Yeah, let me
it's
just. There's name things, and I'm just trying to organize stuff real fast.
Chris.
no Glamour
just-
Weave. So Glamour Weave doesn't come in like armor form. What Glamour Weave is
Yes, it
clothing.
does.
Well, I'm just saying, like you can maybe have the Glamour Weave enchantment on armor. I'm not saying that, but like a Glamour Weave is a clothing, like it's a weave. That's why it's called Glamour Weave. So you can't be leather armor Glamour Weave. How does that make sense?
I don't listen. I've seen it. Okay.
Look, I know items exist and enchant. It's fucking magic. I get it, and I'm not saying it's not going to exist. I'm just saying Glamour Weave is clothing, but that also means it's clothing. You can just go over leather armor. It's very thin, expert armor that can be what the fuck you want it to be. So like you put it over your armor, and you're like, this looks big and bulky and dumb, and then all of a sudden it doesn't because
What's the
it's Glamour Weave.
Shawm?
A shawm.
A sham?
Is an instrument. You can look it up. That is basically an instrument of illusions, which is an item you can also look up.
Gotcha. Weapon.
So, I see like
Potion, spell, scrolls,
4 different
scrolls,
books, and then the duplicitous manuscript.
Are you familiar with what the duplicitous manuscript is out of game?
Bell directed me towards something called that. It's like a rare magical spell book with a bunch of illusion spells.
Yes,
Is
so
that
you
accurate?
find it amongst the books. Go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Investigation. Oh boy, already. Let me pull up my character sheet.
I believe it is you and I. Or if it's not you and I, it is I that has
Oh, no!
first identified.
That was almost an 18. It's a 7.
I'm
7.
watching you.
This is a romance novel titled My Giantess and Me.
God.
Yeah, it is specifically about like this guy who woos this very larger woman, specifically like 9 feet tall, coincidentally.
Oh my god, it's one of those?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
And like as you're reading through it, it is just like fanfic level cringe. Like as you're flipping
my
through
God.
Is it a bad one smut shot?
Yeah. Exactly. But over the course of your time, as you have it on you, along with the other books, as the book guy, you look back at it and it starts to change form. It is not that.
It's duplicitous. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It duped you.
It did.
For any-
most things will.
Um,
7 investigation.
You start to, flip through it again later on, and you start to unveil spells. Hallucinatory terrain, major image, mirror image, mislead. A whole bunch. You can find it on the website, of course. It is and yeah, to everybody else it's going to look like a whatever novel you want. No, it doesn't have to be that. That's just whoever the last person had.
Thank God.
Yeah,
okay.
That's not yours.
No one wants to read my cringy smut unless
as you're attuned to it, you can change the appearance upon command. You can tailor a whole novel to someone in the moment as they're reading it, as they're trying to investigate your book.
Very nice.
What's up with those dragon scale bracers?
To everybody else, Hoffs is reading My Giantess and Me.
What is? It's just about two buddies. Because I'm watching you. I have my eye on you specifically because I'm like this. I have to like this person. This person's in my path for a reason. What's the cover look like, Chris?
It's just two, like, the silhouette of two people holding hands, but like one is significantly taller than the other.
So yeah, I'll go to Hoff and I'm like, well, it's just a story about two good friends.
Absolutely, Avery. That is precisely what it is.
Why would I have a storybook here and I'll like walk off back to the pile of loot?
In the pile of loot, the other books you guys have.
Yeah, what's this Tome of Tricks?
So it appears on the cover. It has this Wizarding Willie's Tome of Tricks. As you go in, as apparently the alchemist before him who owned this book thought as well, this would be some sort of arcane novel of magical mastery that would give him some hints into magic use. It's simple sleight of hand card tricks. It is just a magician 101, basically. Yeah, there's nothing arcane about it. It teaches you how to do sleight of hand tricks.
That's cute.
I like that. I like that.
What is? I will ask this for Ignacio. You just got here, babe. What is with that pipe?
Which one?
The pipe of smoking whatever monsters.
Smoke monsters. Yeah, I feel like that's your aesthetic, and I do have identifier that I can ritual cast.
So can you just identify
Make sure
everything?
things are cursed.
I absolutely can, but we're asking questions about the ones that we want to know specifically, so that we can just group do this later.
I can.
Like this anything.
Well, should we just go through the list? I mean, I'll just take notes on the list.
I mean, I don't have to list them off. I guess I can go down and just list off the interesting ones if you want.
Whatever's magical, you know,
yeah.
what they do real fast.
Fair. Let us. Where is my list? I also.
If you go to scouring,
I have in my own.
Is that charm of plant command like a literal charm, or is it like a spell scroll? It wasn't what
that's a literal charm from what he put in.
Sorry, what's that?
That's what you put in a charm of
charm
plant
of
command.
Plant command.
It's a literal charm and not a spell scroll, right? I just want to double check.
Yes, yeah, it's a charm. It's a necklace.
Yeah, I tried to. If you go to loot and lore and the
other one.
Yeah.
So
I organized everything.
Oh, thank you kindly.
So naturally,
I was like, "What's magical?" I could start labeling.
So naturally, you find a lot of liquor, some booze. There are a couple of flasks of like. So you also have a couple of not flat.
Tankard of plenty.
Yeah.
That's an item. Tankard of plenty.
Oh yeah, that's an item. Someone's gonna like that.
I'm trying to organize everything.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
So the tea set, very simply a tea set. There are a lot of fineries around this place. This one, was kept probably for Lady Delora herself specifically. There are wines, tea. You would probably know tea, Oberon, not to like have a bleed in from Idris, but I just feel like it also fits.
Yes.
But
portion.
It's just tea is a big tea is a big commodity in the Dengu dynasty. So you just specifically would know what Kaith is, which is just dwarven coffee, essentially. Well, no, sorry, Kaith is just coffee, essentially. It's a ground bean that gives one energy, essentially. Dwarven Kaith is like will keep you up for 8 hours.
Correct.
It's enough. Cute.
You guys have some Kaith, which is coffee, essentially, just to be blunt about it. Wild ginger tea, which is, some very, along with Mulantal, like both very high-end teas, and portentous tea, which you would know, Oberon, to be tea, which tea leaves tell the future. Portentous tea. I would say also, obviously, Hoffs, you would know about this. Tankard of Plenty is an item. You would know I think twice a day you can it just fills with rich dwarven ale. You found some booze, some whiskey, some tequila, brandy, all have values if you guys just wish to sell them. The book, The Great Betrayal, glancing through it, it seems to be some history or lore book of tied to the gods of this continent. Wizarding Willie's Tome of Tricks you already went through. Wandering the Witherlands is also a traveler's tale of a certain land known as the Witherlands, which is here on Rakesh, south of Shrihan. It is technically the eastern side of Rakesh, tainted by Jorval. It's said to be like super dangerous. And then Kildara's cookbook, which just seems to be a very elaborate cookbook. It is just a famous chef's cookbook. You can see like the smiling face of
nothing special on the food.
The food is Rakeshian. It is a like the figure on the front is also a Luxodon. You don't know if that has any tie to Sister Otari or anything like that, but yeah, the like silhouette images of a Luxodon head or an elephant head, I guess. Can you tell the difference? Yeah.
What about the duplicitous manuscript?
That
we did that one. That's about Giantess Vor.
Yeah, it is a smut novel about.
Smut novel? Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's a spell book, but you have to hold on to it.
It's a spell book, but it appears as a smut novel to everyone on the outside. So, Oberon, you can just see Hoffs reading a book that says "My Giantess and Me" on the outside.
You saw Avery walk up and ask about the story of fiction, and he's like, "Yeah, absolutely, just a story about fiction, two buddies." And
you guys, so the Charm of Plant Command is, of course, a necklace. Terrazul, somebody go ahead and make me a Ignacio. I feel like this would be up your alley.
The necklace is a magical item? Like
make a history check at advantage. What's that?
The necklace is a
or a nature check.
Item.
You can make a history of nature check.
What is the charm? Well, I would assume it just says plant.
The charm of Plant Command.
But you said at advantage.
Yeah, pretty sure it's an item on here.
Okay, I'll just look it up then.
Yeah.
The
charm of
Plant Command. It has 3 charges. You can expend 1 charge to use Speak with Plants. You also have advantage whenever you speak with the plants. What's that?
16 for the history 16?
Check. Yeah, you know what Terrazul is. Terrazul is a very well-known leaf, very popular, very, very sought after, that can be either turned into a potion or crushed into a powder. Both are very popular. The powder is extremely popular to be snorted, because it'll keep somebody up for 4 days, and give them really, really insane visions at the same time. The potion.
I like how you said that I would know this.
The potion, it's a street drug. It goes around.
Okay.
You would also know that the potion is sought after specifically just for the visions, without the fucking 4 days of being up.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have one of those and two in powdered form. Heward's handy spice pouch, that is taken off of Sister Otari. You had seen her use it prior, Oberon. It is where you had seen her take her special pouch, her special herbs from. It is basically an herb on command pouch.
Neat.
You can reach your finger in, request something, pull it out, and it'll spice a dish. It is on 5e if you need it. You can also import it if you need. The wooden ladle club was just a is just a simple D8. Yeah. Bludgeoning. But it's a wooden spoon, and it's really cool and heavy. You could also just give it back to Sister Otari, because didn't you leave her alive?
We did leave her alive, and we also took her. I took her holy symbol.
So you also have two medium paintings. This large painting of just like this little halfling woman and a giant bee companion. There is...
Yeah, I figured all that stuff was just like valuable.
Yeah, valuable. I mean, they're going to be hard to carry is also another thing.
Whatever you gave a value to.
Yeah, the rug large, yeah. They're going to be hard to carry though. Some things you have to consider that. Glamour weave, yeah, you guys got. That is this magical silken material that fits over anything you're wearing and can just fit beautifully in with it or change its appearance. Avery would like it. Orb of direction, it's a compass.
Magical compass, we love it.
Let's be blunt. Pipe of smoke monsters. Yeah, the orb of direction tells you which way is north. Am I forgetting something else it does?
I'll look.
The glamour weave is really cool.
Avery has shown obvious desire for it.
I'm just trying to get through it.
It only functions on the prime material plane, but it's very cute.
Since the uncommon glamour weave, when you make a charisma or performance or charisma persuasion check while wearing the glamour weave, you can roll a d4 and add the number to the check.
The dragon scale bracers. What? Sorry, what's that?
Hold on. What was it? Charisma or what?
I'll send a thing. I got you.
Yeah.
I'll put it in.
Charisma performance or charisma persuasion.
The dragon scale bracers turn every thing you punch to fire damage. You can just choose for it to be fire damage if you would like.
That looks like
Oberon. Wait, what does the pipe of smoke monsters do?
It is on 5e tools. You can look it up. I'm
gonna do it.
Not to be blunt, it's just a big thing. So I mean, I guess it's not that big, but
I mean,
is it just
simply put, it just takes smoke monsters.
Yeah, I thought they'd elaborate more, but no, it just has to be a 1 foot cube. It's like Gandalf's pipe.
It's illusory. Okay, it's just a cute
illusion.
It's just a cute RP item.
You can use it practically in combat if you're creative enough. Come on. Sure.
They can't do damage.
Not if you're not creative enough. No. You said
child cares about
you have some oil of slipperiness. You have a +1 hide of gleaming. Hide armor of gleaming. Gleaming means it cannot get dirty ever. Hand crossbow you guys get. Manacles you get. Bolt case has 20 crossbow bolts in it.
I'd like to remember this correctly. Help me. Hand crossbows are not crossbows. They're the smaller ones that are easier to wield, okay?
Yes.
What'd you say there was?
Hand crossbows are separate items.
In the bolt case?
Correct.
I'm just gonna list what Avery has very much interest in, and then we'll just talk about this later.
You have two 5-pound bars of silver, 4 5-pound bars of iron, potion of heroism, potion of mind reading. You guys can easily look those items up. My healing potion system, so lesser healing is 8. Regular
Like,
healing.
just straight 8 points.
Correct. Regular healing is 10.
Points.
The what else?
Is it a bonus action to imbibe them, or is
Yes,
it like
yeah.
Okay, bonus action.
Yeah, simple, easy ritual. The sham of illusion is an instrument that makes illusions when you play it. It is a sham, which is this like kind of large bass. I have a doubt, and none of any of you chose sham as your instrument of choice.
Don't think.
But don't be afraid to try.
It's cute. I mean,
I just like picture the episode of Futurama where Fry tries to play the
Oh
the horn, and
yeah.
it's just, like all the illusions are horrible and like drawn by a kid.
It's just it would be hard for Ignacio to play it because he's missing a
wait,
finger.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, I remember that. This is so cute.
Yeah, it's a really good episode. Anyway, spell scroll, disguise self, invisibility, haste. No, I think elaboration necessary on that. 2 basic poisons, a drow poison, which knocks the subject unconscious. 3 pickaxe, mason tools, a bullseye lantern, a moon-touched longsword, which simply glows brightly with silvery moonlight. If I'm forgetting, I don't think it has another effect. And then the dagger of returning as a bonus action will return to its owner upon command. The large gold bracelet and beyond, of course, are just like sellable items, which are
if there's
quite exuberant.
Magical.
No. Dragon chess set.
That's always just cute to have.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
And then the gems, of course, are as well. I don't think any of you have jeweler's kits, do you?
I don't think so.
I don't have enough. I don't have nitro.
Mhm.
Somebody else can copy and
What do you
paste
Oh, gotcha.
and deal with it if they want
Okay. As splitting items is a party thing, so also we can let Chris eat for a minute. I say list what you want from this list in order of what you want the most, so that we can just do this even split like a little normally, you know?
Okay.
So I put mine up, and I'm gonna leave it at that for now.
to.
Because everything else, I figure everything else that we're selling, we'll just split that normally.
Oh, sweet! That's an insignia. I can totally take the bracers and make everything fire damage.
That's how I heard him say that. I was like, immediately, it's Operon. He's our monk. Yes.
Yeah, but
And then I saw
wanted
the pipe, and I was like, Ignacio's aesthetic.
I just wanted to make sure that, like, you know.
Yes, of course. That's why I'm like, let's just list out the stuff that we're most interested in, so we don't have to do like the back and forth, and instead it's just like top to
Good.
bottom.
You can just read the message.txt. So
I am back now. Just like
Hey, Belle. Were you listening in?
Nope.
No, I just got back.
If you look
Gotcha.
in Crispy's dungeon, I have a whole list, and it's got the notes on everything he just said of what all the items are.
Yes, and
If
then
you want to put your stuff there of what you want.
Oh, we're in the postable. I put mine in order, but I can put it over there if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
that way everything's comprehensive.
I'll
Having
put it
all
in
the
character chat.
stuff.
I'll put it in character chat.
We'll
Or
just
loot
put it
and
in the
lore?
loot and lore.
Loot and lore stuff?
So we
Okay.
can. Yeah, because I'll just remove those items.
Or don't formally remove them. Just put names next to them, because then it's like where'd it go, and someone forgets, kind of deal.
So I'm
Well, the only
guessing-
person not here is nobody.
Nope, from
Fu-
missing
It's
DMV.
Fume, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
He's still here.
There
I
are no
understand
items I
he's
put
here,
particularly for him.
But there's
I will say.
like,
Sorry.
unfortunately,
I
it's like
said that.
he's not
You're good.
here at the same time. You know? So it's not that I don't want to include him, but
But yeah, I get it. Hoffs were putting down in the dungeon in Loot and Lore
Alexa, set bedroom
exactly
lights
what we
to
want in the order that we
warm
want
white.
them, so that we can just get that out of the way.
Did we find any actual
sure.
gold pieces?
We found
Or-
lockets of gold. We found
Or any like gold, silver, or copper pieces?
Yeah, but there was 500 gold in the gems. In the gems.
Well, no. That's the value. I assume that's the value of the gems.
Oh, my bad.
Going down, right? Like 10 gold piece gems, and then 50 gold piece, 100 gold piece, and 500 gold piece gems.
Yeah, that's how much they're worth.
Not actually like, you know.
So you have a big old vat of gold.
That is true.
Oh yeah.
You have to figure out the logistics of transporting.
No, it only weighs about 20 pounds. I could throw it in my backpack. Are you kidding me?
Wait,
I have a big backpack.
Why do you say it's only weighs 20 pounds?
How approximately how big is that?
The cauldron itself that holds it is about
Was it like the alchemist cauldrons that we used?
Oh, not that large, but it itself is 5 feet across. Yeah, it's gonna like.
Wait, it's a 5-foot cauldron.
Yeah, it's the same cauldron that they smelted the metal in.
Well, see, I thought it was like a small like maybe foot, like this big, right? Sitting on top of a door.
No, so above the door on the inside.
Not like a whole, like an entire size called, like that's just gonna crush somebody.
Well, above the inside of the door, there was an apparatus which had like a large heating apparatus right above the door, which you guys walked under, which the guy who was monitoring it swung at you. And yeah, it was rigged to swing out when you guys triggered the door, and it was heated in that cauldron.
Well, that's way too big.
So like that's why I'm saying like you guys could find a way to over the course like reheat it.
I was expecting something smaller that was like big enough for one person.
No.
So as they opened the door, like, because you were like, "Oh, it's magically smelted." Oh, okay.
No, I didn't say it's magically smelted ever. It's not magically smelted. It was magically like wrapped in so it couldn't come out by fume. But nonetheless, no, it was heated up there in its big container.
I don't give a shit about that thing anymore.
So
like,
well, I mean, it does have good like a good amount of gold. So like what I was saying is, if you want to heat it up and let it cool down in a different container or something like that, yeah.
Well,
like it's still in its apparatus. Fume can mold earth so it can turn again. And fume can also heat up the thing. So he would.
Yeah, if you could like mold earth into like a bar shape. Like a couple bar, like a what do you call it?
Would you consider minerals just plain earth?
Well, just the ground, right?
You have to reshape ore and metal and stuff like that. You have to heat it.
Yeah, no. That's what fume's handling. Like fume can reheat the bucket so it can pour out, but like you guys need to find a new container for it or something for it to cool down and pour it right into the ground.
On the earth, like use God, I can't, because you were just saying he can control the earth, right?
Yeah. So like basically
create like slots for it to go in. I'm trying to think of what.
Yeah, just called. Make like a mold. They make like really shit molds, but yeah, he could probably do that. Yeah. Let me make a couple rolls to see if this goes catastrophic, of course, because that's what I love to do.
Kill us?
Kill ya, or at least fume while he's not here. That is just what I seem to do sometimes. But yeah, let me find Fume's character sheet.
Ooh man, these Terrazul things would be so great if someone was like proficient with alchemy.
If someone was what?
Proficient with alchemy?
I know, it's almost like...
Do you want to move that over to the...
Almost like...
You are?
Let's see, are you...
I actually don't know if I am.
I don't think you're in the other Discord. Pops.
The other Discord?
Are you in my my dungeon
invite
Discord? Yeah, invite me.
The Crispy's dungeon.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
have
I'm in
access
there.
to the scouring the scorched continent at the bottom?
No.
I got you. 1 second. Yeah, you do. You have it.
I do.
Yeah. It's at
Which-
the very bottom of the list of chats.
Guy friendly?
Is it?
So, while you guys are, I'll make sure you are, if you are or not, right now. But as you guys are resting that first evening, that is what Fume is doing the entire time. He does make this like large mold to give you a number of bars that are crudely smelted at the moment. The problem being, I'm gonna mark them as crudely smelted gold bars. Meaning if you went through the process of like getting the minerals out sometime later, or if you just you know what, he is actually a proficient blacksmith. So let me go ahead and make a separate check.
Wait, can I help him with that?
Yes, you can.
Or can he help me?
Yeah, go for it. Sure.
What is
If there's-
thing? It's just strength plus proficiency, right?
If you were helping
there's
out,
anything-
I'm not proficient. Yeah,
you're not proficient in it. Oh,
I'm not proficient. but
I
if you
can
help me-
become proficient in it if you need it done very well.
yeah. What
That
are
is
you
a
going
thing
to
I
use?
can do. Me?
Yeah.
I'm just like I can assist if for formal roles because I can make myself proficient in like
Yeah. How do you do
skills
so?
and materials.
Giving you the opportunity and giving you the floor, woman.
I know. I heard that someone needs help with something and no one's not proficient, and I like zoomed in on that when I was like typing something. That's bad of me, but I'm like, you could do it. I'll just like give like little like tips on like how to
Hey, Hops.
help like control the flow of the stuff and things like that.
So are you interested in the hide armor of gleaming? I
One
figure
second,
since you don't want to get
Sagi.
hit.
1 second.
Okay.
We're in the middle of something.
Flashlight.
Trying to
Better.
get right
You
lighting.
disappeared for a moment. Ominous? Less ominous.
There we
I
go.
think we
Bouncing
should
it off
give
the
our,
wall.
who's our
So,
healer? I think we should give all our potions to our healer and just let you deal them out when people need it.
I would like to carry one of each, but
Yeah, or that. I mean,
We'll come back to this. What do you
Yeah,
say,
we
Chris?
can
you do your things. I'm looking at the list.
So wait, no. Bell or Bastion. So you give proficiency to yourself on something.
No.
I'm talking to
Avery.
I'm talking about Avery. I just need you for this.
I am proficient in Smith's tools.
You are
is just
proficient in
at the
Smith's
very
tools.
bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that I had that, and I had to buy the Smith's tools from Fume's dad.
Okay, then go ahead and make a blacksmithing check with strength as your modifier.
Cool. With advantage, or
Yes, I would like to give advantage. There goes my advantage for the day.
Okay, these will be just perfectly fine. 5-pound gold bars. I will be giving you so proficiently smith. So just mark them along with the other gold bars you had. I think you had 2. Can't remember. Oh no, you only had silver bars because they used the gold in this, right? Of course. I forgot. You guys have 18 gold 5-pound gold bars.
18 5-pound gold bars.
Correct.
So I can carry 9, and Aegis can carry 9, or not Aegis. Oberon can carry 9, and that at least splits the weight between us. For the heavier items.
18 5-pound gold bars?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
18 5-pound. Crude.
No, not crude. Not crude.
Oh, they're regular?
They're
Sweet.
Smith's bars. Yeah.
Gold bars. What is that worth per pound?
Per pound.
5-pound.
Sorry, I'm trying to. Oh boy.
Excuse me, Jesus.
Okay.
Well, the bar of silver and the bar of iron, we have the values.
Yeah. The 5-pound or per pound gold is 50 gold.
50 GP for a
Pound.
week.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't think each one's 250 gold.
Yep.
Man, we just made bank. Okay, cool.
We can sell it.
This is the updated.
Yeah, I think I.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
it has to be as a
waiting
file because I don't have nitro.
for
Unless
you two
somebody else
guys'
wants to
list.
deal with the list. So.
No, I appreciate you.
I
Thank
can
you.
do it. Yeah, I'll do
I
it.
think that added it. Oh, that didn't. Damn it.
You two.
Yeah, it did.
specifically.
It did.
Oh,
it
I put
did.
it at the bottom.
No, it's
Did
invaluables.
you two have the little list that we're all doing of stuff you want in the order that you want it? Because
are
like
currently
there's
making-
two of us that have like contrasting interests, and I want to like get everyone in on it before we start like talking about stuff like that.
What are you contrasting?
Me and Sagi both want the Dagger of Returning.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, whichever. That's between the two of you. So.
Yeah, between the two of us. But I want to know that everyone, if like other people also have interests in stuff other people want, kind of deal, that we can just talk about it out.
I think that's the only one so far.
Yeah, so far, yeah.
Does anyone
So-
have a crossbow and bolts or no?
I have it in
He
mind.
does. Yeah.
Okay. Then you can have that. That's fine.
No, just list what you want, then we'll just go through it. Then we don't. That way we can just do the talk through it. Like once we all have it here, so we can all just do it at once.
I will say I have a ritual dagger that I stole from the ritual table that Sister what's her face was on. She was about to get
Tomorrow.
Mhm.
yeah, Sister Tamara. I have that dagger
bad
still.
news.
She's dead.
No,
Oh,
sister,
what?
No,
Sister
just kidding. When she's
Lyra's
seriously
dead.
injured, Lyra's dead. Whoops.
Was
While you
Sister-
guys, Sister Lyra was watching Sister Tamara, and while you guys were down during your battle, she got murked
Sister Kira.
by
Came
By
Sister
who?
Kira.
What the fuck?
So.
Sorry.
After all I did to like save her.
I mean,
Bullshit.
Sister Tamara was attacked as well. Sister Tamara's still alive. Sister Tamara's the
Oh.
one you saved.
Oh, okay.
Sister Lyra is the one that was begging us to help Sister Tamara because she didn't know where they were.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
They were the insight part
No.
to our revolution.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
And it got him killed. Because
We
he-
had you two missed the discussion about should we bury the
Journal us
bodies or
that.
leave them out for the vultures.
No, we're gonna
No.
play.
a little bit of both.
No, we talked about contrasting before. It's okay.
So I'm gonna
We
take. the
reached a
coffee.
middle ground, which was monstrosities get to be consumed.
I'm gonna take the coffee.
Yeah.
If somebody needs it, I can quickly make
Put
that.
the list over on.
Hoffs wants the portentous tea, so you can go ahead and take that.
But we want to know what you two guys want as well. Like it's not
I
just.
it's in
put
the
my
list.
stuff in.
Are you guys are in the
I-
other one doing the list? Okay.
Because that's loot and lore
Yeah.
for everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know, but
I have everybody's in there except for Bastions.
No, mine's in there now.
Or no, Bastions
Okay.
are.
It's just under different names because
Hoffs. It's just who's.
So there's
Soggy?
people that want the Great Betrayal.
Yeah, Sagi's is the only one that's not in there.
It's gonna be like that book that everybody in the family wants to read, but you have to wait till.
I'm okay with like passing it around and just like no one
Hoffs
normally
will
owns
take
it.
the pretentious tea.
Oh.
Yeah, add it to your inventory. Copy and paste.
So what does that dagger that I stole from the altar do?
It's just.
Is it
it's
just
It's
a regular
a
dagger?
ritual
It's just a
dagger,
regular ritual dagger. It's just ornate
Yeah.
and like in service.
Ritual daggers, generally, it's just like an ornate, more expensive dagger. They literally just cost more gold to buy than a regular dagger. And they're usually. That's generally because they're usually bejeweled and are curved, because curved blades let more blood, or drip blood more easily. But
I would also assume like they have the blood groove and everything in them.
yeah, sometimes.
Anybody besides Hoffs want the Terrazul leaves?
Nah.
I have nothing to do with them.
I have no interest.
Can you are you an alchemist, Hoffs?
I actually don't have proficiency with the tools. It's just that I was helping what's his
I
name
was
was a
just
brother
wondering if-
EMS a lot. So,
I
like,
was
do you have
wondering if you could
proficiency
take
in the tools?
powder.
I have proficiency in the tools now.
You have proficiency in the tools now?
When I got my feet, gaining proficiency in tools was a thing, and I was like, these seem thematic. I'll take alchemist and brewer's tools.
You could take the powder.
Oh, sure, that makes sense. Well, you can take the powder.
I don't care for it. Like, Avery doesn't. You can have it still.
Sure,
I'll just when you need to do stuff with it.
I've given you all an appropriate dare program.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding.
Nah, thanks, I'm good.
Can the powder be turned into the potion? Is what I'm saying.
Possibly. Maybe.
That's all I was saying.
We'll have to see.
But yeah, okay, so go ahead and take the... Hobbs takes the leaves.
I want... no one's contrasting me on Glamour Weave, it looks like.
I was gonna get down there. I was just going through the item list top to bottom.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I see. I'm looking at your ones.
Do you mind if I take the Great Betrayal book first?
And we'll just pass it around.
And then I'll just pass it back to you once I get done reading it.
I'd put it super low on my list. If other people want to take it before me, they can take it. I don't, interested, but not that interested.
So I'll take the spice pouch.
Soggy, do you really want that? I will talk with Ignacio because I see you looking at it too, and I'm like,
with what?
Do you really want that dagger of returning when you have distance casting that you can do at will?
Oh, if y'all hear me swear tonight, it's because my hand's been cramping for the past hour. And it hasn't stopped.
I haven't seen Soggy's list, so
sometimes it cramps.
Soggy's, I'll paste their list because they haven't moved it yet. Hold on, just give me a hot second.
Oh, from where to where do I put it?
I got hops.
It's the bottom.
I'm posting it. Just give me a second.
Tomes of Tricks, Dagger of Returning, Pipe of Smoke.
Glamour Weave is the next item.
Avery, I believe, is the only one
that is what I want.
Yeah.
As I was saying to Ignacio.
That's Avery's, is all yours.
Lovely looters.
So yeah, Great Betrayal.
You can take the dagger. I just thought it would be cool. I'm not
You're not
tied
deeply
to
connected
it.
to it? Okay.
No.
That was your second thing that you wanted, and I was just like...
I have a bunch of daggers already. It's fine.
Do you want this other ritual dagger, since it's also quite pretty?
Nah.
Between Hoffs and Bastion. Seems like Bastion wants that book more.
Yeah. That's what he was just saying, is that I could have it first.
Okay.
The sad part is I want the Sham of Illusion, but I'm missing a finger. I'll probably get disadvantage trying to play it. I'm missing a finger. Yeah, that you would know, that you would look at.
I think the Sham of Illusion's interesting, but Avery wouldn't really look at it as they'd want to go for the liar before they even bother. Since no one wants the liar, by the way, I'm gonna add that to my list.
It would be really funny to see this kid play a Sham.
Was somebody taking
what's a Sham look like? I know it is.
It's like it looks like think of a guy playing a snake flute.
That looks crazy. That's all for you.
Ignacio will take
I'm going for that liar though.
Tome of Tricks.
Yeah, I remember what
Okay. So I'm gonna edit your list to not include it on the stuff we're doing. So everyone's editing their list.
Hoff says Wandering the Witherlands.
Nobody else
No, nobody else wanted. I'm gonna take the cookbook, obviously.
I thought you were gonna take that spice bag. I thought that was very you.
I did take the spice bag. When I got down to the item I did was like, yeah, I'm gonna take that. Realizing it. The duplicitous manuscript is Hoff's. So that's all the books are taken.
List me is for the liar. Avery will take the liar just because they're curious about it.
Oh, I'm not listing. I'm just deleting from the list. You take it. Take the items as I'm telling you.
Yes.
Stuff.
Let me have liar, please.
Don't actually delete them from the list. Let us.
Well, I still have the list.
Yeah.
I'm making a new list with all the items removed.
Oh, gotcha. Please and thank you.
So whatever's left over after we've all taken our stuff.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yes.
I'm going to, for the duplicitous manuscript, I'm gonna turn it into just some academic textbook from when I was learning magic. I'm just something really simple like that makes sense for me to have on my person.
Versus smut.
Yes, versus smut. That is precisely.
You mean the smut Avery innocently asked you about?
Yeah, which I diverted
very well.
Very well. Enough to get the kid to just turn around and walk away.
Put me down as the manacles, so take out all the manacles because I want to set as well.
Yeah, I want to take the other. But
Bastion has the other. That's why I'm like, okay, never mind. I'll pass on it then.
So the Sham was who said they wanted it?
Soggy was interested in the Sham, even though they're apparently down one finger.
Down one finger on my left hand.
No one really wants it, so if you still want it anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so
you can overcome that. That's fine.
You can take that, and then Avery's going to take the lyre.
Yes, sir.
Avery's going to take the crossbow and the 20 bolts case.
Yes, please.
There's only 9 holes.
Lantern. Nobody had the lantern.
What? Yeah. What's with that lantern again? Like, if someone can.
Bullseye lantern.
Bullseye lantern.
What's it do?
What is it? Or is it just like a mundane item?
It's a mundane item. Yeah, you can turn it into. You can like open up the bullseye and make it like a wide lantern, or you can
just a regular lantern.
Yeah,
it's just
a bullseye is the thing, the like aperture on like a camera that's on the front of it that you can open and close.
Like, have you ever seen like a lighthouse? How it's very like
yes. Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah,
that's also a bullseye.
Okay, cool. And then we diverted the spell scrolls already, right?
I can't do longswords.
So Bastion's gonna take the longsword. All right.
And then
I have
Soggy's kind enough to let me get the dagger
because you have a gun.
A magic gun that technically, even if you didn't have the gun, you could still use your finger.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, you have I can't.
I'm gonna take the tanker to plenty. That's cool.
I have no contest on that.
What was it?
Did we disperse all of the spell scrolls?
I haven't gotten down there yet.
Okay, yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, we're just going right now.
My bad. Yeah.
Tanker to plenty. I'm gonna take that.
Yeah.
Unsurprising.
Are you sure the Warforged doesn't want it?
I was just checking.
It'd be really funny just constantly downing oil, essentially.
Did we get to the dragon scale bracers and or the hide armor of gleaming yet?
No.
What's sad is it's medium armor.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's magical, so it fits anybody. Oh yeah, medium armor. You're right.
What's the rarity on that Moon Touch longsword, by the way? Is it common or uncommon?
You can look that up online. It's a Moon Touch item. It's a common. Anyway.
When it gets to the armor, tell me. I want to know if anyone's interested in
Charm of Plant Command.
If no one wants that, I want that, just because I'm curious about it.
Head.
Does no one want it?
I mean, that's fine.
No.
It's not my biggest thing right now.
So that'll get removed. Orb of Direction.
I would like
Belle wanted it.
Belle wanted it. Alright, so do that. Pipe of the Smoke Monsters.
Soggy wanted it.
Alright. I'm going to take the Dragon Scale Bracers, if that's okay.
Yes, yep.
Mm-hmm.
So +1 hide armor.
Did anyone want that? Because if not, I'm going to take it.
I think you should take it.
Yeah.
Like half this party can't even wear it. 2/3 of this party can't even wear it. Okay.
No, you're good. I didn't want to like be greedy, which is why I'm like, if no one wants it,
it's only you or Bastion, and I don't think Bastion.
You do want it?
Fuck that! No, I'm keeping my integrated armor.
Exactly.
I'm good.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to be greedy.
Oil of Slipperiness.
I think Hoff's wanted that. Or
I will take it if nobody else has put it down.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Did anyone want it?
I'll take that.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna take the tea set out of the valuables, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I figure anything that we don't want that is mundane,
and
then we're just gonna like split spell.
You guys were talking about the ritual dagger.
Soggy, did you want it or pass? Soggy?
I said no.
No? Okay. I will take it then.
T7 GP. Okay, so you're gonna take the ritual dagger, and then did somebody want the holy symbols, or were we just talking about it?
I think Belle wanted me to identify which gods, but otherwise no one really wanted them.
Okay, so then I don't think any of the other items were important.
We got through.
What about the drow poison?
Well, no, just the valuables is what I meant.
Okay.
So now, potion of heroism.
Who wanted that?
I don't think anybody. I'm not sure what it does.
I forgot what heroism is. Give me 1 second.
It's a spell.
There's a difference between the potion and the spell.
Yeah.
Weirdly. So
for 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour.
You're also under effect of a bless.
I would like
concentration. Okay, so go put. Anyone contest that?
Nope.
No.
Okay,
all right.
yours.
So remove
It's a good melee save.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Potion of mind reading. I think Hops wanted.
Yep.
Alright.
So potion of lesser healing. Bastion wants one.
Hops wants one.
Hops wants one.
I'll take one if no one wants it. If no one wants the last one.
Okay, so that's all 3.
Okay, dog.
Potion of regular healing. I'll actually take one of those.
And I went the other.
I will caution to say that maybe that other potion of healing should go to Ignacio, just so everyone has one on hand. Because you have the lesser healing, and then maybe Ignacio with the regular healing.
Then I'll switch out mine for the regular healing.
Yeah, okay. I think that would be better.
That's fair.
Yeah, Sagi, add one potion of lesser healing to your stuff.
And I'll add those other items that I said that I haven't added.
Awesome. I'm just editing my list so I can add it later.
Fine. Hoffs wants the 3 spell scrolls.
I have no problem with that.
I figure I can copy them into my spell book. Other people are only gonna get one use out of them before they're used up.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
So
that sounds great to me. Yeah.
All right.
No contest. What's next?
Poisons.
I think Sagi wanted the drow poison. I don't know if he wanted the regular poison.
Do you have to be proficient? Well, I guess you'd poison yourself, wouldn't you?
You could.
If I was to like throw it all over my hands and then start punching things.
Sagi?
It's fire poison.
Yes, did you want the regular poisons as well, or just the drow?
I'll take the other poisons if no one else wants the poisons.
I'll take one of the poisons, so you can take the other one.
Okay.
Okay, so no more consumables. We have pickaxe, mason tools, dragon chest set.
Who wanted
pickaxe? Actually,
you want a pickaxe?
Who wanted the mason's tools? I thought we were going to that's for Fume.
Was that for Fume?
Yeah. Can you put those in parentheses instead of deleting them, please?
Yeah. I'm gonna write his name on them.
And then I believe Sagi wanted the dragon chest. Right?
Yep. So I'll delete that. So this is.
Or somebody else who knows how much does
that
the
would be the
lesser healing do?
It's written on the. It's written on that main list. Lesser healing is 8 points, and then
I don't know what main list you're talking about.
We're in Luton lore on here.
For some reason, it says he has the roll, but he actually doesn't. It looks like.
You guys keep telling me it's at the bottom. The lowest thing I see is the Odyssey of.
Let me try and
close your Discord and reopen it. Maybe.
This has been this way. So I have the Scorched Continent roll. It's just that this has been the way my Discord has been.
I can add you formally to it. You're fine. Let me.
I just that.
Edit channel.
That.
Alright, so it heals
8
hit points. And potions or drink is an action, correct?
No.
What's your
someone else is an action.
Oh, their feat to someone else is an action as a bonus action for self?
Yes.
Okay.
I forget your username.
Are you in here?
Okay, can you see it now?
You forget my username is what?
I forget that's what your username is. I'm like, is it just Chrome?
Oh, yes. No.
Can you see it now?
I can, thank you.
So
awesome. Let me give you a roll formally.
The big message is the whole list with all the notes and everything that we collected, and then the very bottom list is what's left over at the moment after we've distributed stuff.
Let me. Does no one want that ladle? I think that's funny. I'm surprised you don't want it. Just have an offhand, maybe.
I mean, I'll take it.
Honestly, I have a.
I'll take it just for cooking. To be honest.
I saw it and I thought of Makith. I'm not gonna lie.
If you could clean,
remembering the clobbering that you got.
Yeah, if you could clean off your brain chunks that are still on the outside of it. She clobbered you with a nat 20.
Oberon, you can remove the Terrazul powder from the list. I've got that also.
Okay.
Since nobody else claimed it.
Wait, hold on. There, I would like.
Oh, I'm gonna carry 9 of those bars for us.
Can I grab that gold locket?
Yeah. You're gonna grab Terrazul powder. Oops.
Like, just for myself.
Yeah.
You want the gold locket?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're gonna grab 9 of the gold bars. I'll grab the other 9 gold bars.
And then
it's really just like a carrying weight thing at that point.
Yeah, really, that's what we're doing at this point for this one.
Well, we're gonna have. Well, before we got to that stuff, because that's.
Oh, can I also get the gold bracelet, by the way, so you can remove those
two? See what I had, because it's like a tankard, spice pouch, tea, ladle club. I get strapped to the side. Tea set.
What's it called? Can I get the large gold bracelet as well?
Yeah.
Awesome. You can remove that one.
Okay, it's large. Well, that 250 gold pieces. What are you doing with that? You gonna wear it?
I have someone I want to give it to.
Hello, whoever just came back.
Stuff.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you don't want me to, I'm also fine to put it back. Like I don't
wait.
Much.
So
it's a small piece of item that's worth a lot of money.
Can I have the tequila, please?
Sure.
On brand.
So on brand.
And then I'll carry all the gems in my bag.
Actually, you're right. I don't want the bracelet. Can I get that silk robe?
Let me put that.
It's for the same value. The embroidered silk robe.
But it's bigger.
Yeah.
Takes up so much space.
Does it really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it is an adult-sized robe for a child to be carrying.
We're presuming I want it for me. I want to give it to someone. Don't worry about it. So can I have it though?
What are the?
Stop me?
Yeah,
I'm not going to.
I'm not wearing it.
What are the ivory statues of? Are they of anything?
The what?
They're just of various, like one of a maiden and one of like a god.
Are they like? Are they large or like they like statuettes almost?
What's a lure?
It's basically like a picture.
Oh, I'm googling. Oh, it's cute. Okay.
Yeah, it's cute.
You can ask that every time. Yeah.
Are they like full size statues or are they like smaller like statuettes almost?
The ivory statues, they're like full on statues makes it sound like they're like stand up statues. They're bigger than a bread box. They're about the size of a bread box.
Cool. Okay.
This is the content I want for my D&D. Inventory organizing is so important so that there isn't item party conflicts.
Yeah,
I think it's
I don't mind doing this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take one of those brass mugs at least.
Also,
just because.
Okay, so let me
drink water, Christopher. Not shoju.
One brass.
I'll take.
Wait, you have soju.
He's drinking soju right now.
He brought a bottle up. To Coca-Cola.
Drink water.
I'll take the other
used
brass
my money
jug
to ask.
or brass mug.
Okay. I'll carry. If y'all don't mind, do y'all want me to just carry all the gems? So that way it's just in one spot, and y'all can just take them from me. I don't.
Can
really
we
care.
find our camel?
Well, I figure we're just gonna sell
camel.
it. So.
Yeah, I mean, like trying to steal from the imposing big robot kind of thing.
Well, I meant like take stuff for your individual, but let's see if then we could split up all the weight, and we're just gonna.
Yeah.
Take it back and
this brings on the question of everybody else.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's other people.
They're all watching you have this discussion about all of the loot which they're
everybody else
very much somewhat privy to in their eyes. And there are a number of cultists and enforcers around who are just watching you guys kind of like talk amongst yourselves, divvying up everything between you.
Their own stuff.
I thought
they looted pockets, but they're seeing the wealth you're hoarding and just watching.
You guys were welcome to grab what you wanted, do what you wanted. Like, I figured after that fight, it was like, yeah, she did. You guys are welcome to do what you want now.
What's it called?
In a sense, but also you guys shot fire from your fists, and you were kind of the ruling party at that time. So, also in a sense, they were kind of just getting the sense that when you guys started looting, 100% there was fair game. But
now that's
look, they're not. Don't get me wrong. They're not expecting a cut. Well,
what's it
called?
That's a weird. They're just watching. Is all I'm saying.
I think that
we're inviting them to a cut,
and then those remaining valuables, let them just take what they want, and then we'll just take the rest.
They are watching in one sense that they are, wholly waiting for instruction as well. They're curious what you guys are doing next as well.
So I think, in all honesty, we really only need the gems that are 50 gold and above. You can leave the 10 gold ones. So from Citrine down, we should be fine.
So you're gonna grab all those?
Yeah, I'll grab all those.
And then
I'm just gonna take this copy.
Look at the loot list again before we're like, let them add it. If anyone doesn't want anything up there, there's food.
If that's the case, then
can I have that bracelet?
Chris, about how many people are there?
They're like, how many are watching you? About 8 or so.
8 or so?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back.
Are we willing to sacrifice?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna grab for party loot before they
Yeah, I'm gonna get that bracelet.
There are some still I will say there are still more on the compound. There are just others who are like, we'll go see what else there is. Kind of. The general rule, most of these people who are here are ones that were allied with you. Maybe a couple who were like, hey, Greg, what's up? They're like, oh, hey, I'm with these guys. And they're like, can I hang out with you guys?
Want to take
sure.
You're gonna take the what?
Tapestry.
Okay, I'm gonna take the golden bracelet. If you could mark that kind of.
Yeah, I did. I deleted.
But there's 8 of those, and then the others, are some of them snuck out. Some of them are probably just up milling about the compound front, trying to find more loot, just away from the people who punched everybody unconscious.
So your weight capacity is your strength score multiplied times 50.
Are you just asking if I have the feat for carrying?
Right now. So that's 225 pounds for me, right?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I have to add the weight to these gold bars.
Yes, Hoffs.
So the game has our weight.
Real quick, Hoffs is trying to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 things. One, Oberon, would you mind marking down that I took the signet ring if nobody else has claimed it? Mm-hmm. And I remember people mention the holy symbols, but nobody else has actually mentioned taking them, so I'll take those too. And then finally, just, I don't know. I mean, we made the gold bars from the thing, right?
The boys are definitely taking the gold bars.
So
we're gonna take them.
Alright, I was just gonna say,
justify
a really easy way to just appease people would be to just take 5 of the gold bars, split them in half each, and just give people halves. Because it's 25 gold is a solid amount of money for these people, right?
Well, there's how many of us? 6?
Yeah.
So we take 2 each and give them the other 6 to split up?
Yeah, basically. That's what I'm suggesting, right? We each get 100 gold piece, and that's from gold bars, but we have, the gems. We have some of the other more expensive items still, like the gold bracelet and whatnot. and then we leave them with their own sizable chunk.
Everybody takes 2 gold bars, and then
I'll give mine to you to hold on to.
That's my proposal. I don't. If people, have other suggestions.
So if we want to make it here, so we'll do 6
5
piles left over. 6 apiece.
I am about a third of my carrying capacity at 180 pounds.
Already?
It's because I carry a lot of weapons, in all honesty.
Because my carrying amount is at 78 pounds at the moment.
I carry a lot of weapons.
Right. So that's why I'm saying, like, I can carry a lot more weight.
If that's what you guys do, if you give 6 gold bars to those watching to split amongst them,
I'm not gonna give 6 gold
no,
bars.
no.
I'm gonna set up 6 piles.
I'd like to hear what Chris has to say about that.
I was going to say, Fume would start divvying up the gold bars into smaller quantities, so they were even. Because Fume, somebody not that you would know, who deals with matters of
commerce,
as well as fair dealings, would know that these, if you like say, here's a gold bar between the two of you, split it.
That's not gonna end
they will kill each other.
Have another war.
What, 6 of them is 30 pounds divided by 8, 4 pounds, 3 and some change, whatever it is per person.
So
split them up.
But everybody is okay with splitting the gold bars.
Yeah.
So we give away 6, so that's 2 for everybody in the party.
Yeah.
I'll take the
5.
2 pounds of silver, or the 10 pounds of silver also.
Okay.
Make sure you remove those from the list so that we can just say they can take this left over.
Yeah.
All of those valuables, we're not going to take all those paintings.
So 8x.
I'll carry the 20 of iron
bars, whatever it is. You want the iron?
Yeah, because Fume and I can use that.
Oh, yes.
Does anybody want anything else from the list?
I just have a question, Chris. What makes that throne so expensive, other than it being a throne?
It's a very heavy throne.
Is it like inlaid with?
Oh yeah, no. That is Dolores' throne. It is large, ornate. It's laced. It's got like this fine treated oak laced with like jewels and like lined with velvet along the arms and cushions. Like, excuse you.
Bless you.
Not to sound brutal, but can we break it down into the gems?
What I was about to ask.
Does anybody know anything about jewelry? Are those expensive gems in that chair? I
will
I don't think we can see.
What? No. I'll allow that. I'm barking. That face was solely because of my dog.
She's lovely.
She is doing too cute of things, but that's the problem. She's in punishment. No cute whimpers. Anyway, what did I just say? Yeah, I'll allow you guys to break it up. What check are you guys gonna make to do that?
Is anybody here a jewel crafter?
No,
or something like that?
I think I gave my proficiency for my long rest to Bastion earlier.
No, I was innately proficient already.
Fume takes out a hammer and goes, I can give you brute force.
I can be proficient. I can be proficient. Just give me 1 second.
Even if you are proficient, do we have relevant tools?
No, but then I could at least give you guidance on how to do it properly. That'd be the least waste possible. Presumably, right?
Sure. I'd buy that.
Hold on, let me double check that jeweler's tools are a thing.
They are.
I forget. They are.
Yeah,
they are.
Tools are. If you would... There's not many jewels, so to say, as just all of the various lavish accoutrement of this, like the velvet cushion that is this throne is also very valuable. So like all various pieces are going to be valuable. A carpenter's tools would probably be the best tool.
Well, I was just like, we don't have to destroy the chair, but just take the valuable little pieces off of it.
So
yeah, he's saying using carpenter's tools to remove those pieces.
We're trying to figure out what proficiency is best for me to have to help us get the most out of it.
Like it's not like covered in jewels. It's not like a bedazzled throne. There are two small gems, at the end of each armrest. The more valuable part is like the lining, which is gold and silver trimmed, the silk backing, the velvet lacing on both the arms, running down to the carpet. All of those do have value. Like I think one of the things on your list is velvet. Velvet is very valuable.
Yeah.
So, like we could remove the cushion.
We'll be taking the materials with us. Those are definitely expensive. I'll carry those. But if we want to break it down,
I don't know
materials,
what proficiency that you want me to have, but I'll use my divinity to.
Well, you're gonna have to choose which one you're doing. Choose between you guys. Who's doing it?
Let's be able to help with it.
Would what?
Mason tools.
Mason tools would help you destroy it. If you want to go the brute force way, it works in the end. I'd assume. Yeah, I mean, you could Mason tools it, but
I'm just trying to think of all the tools that we have.
Mason tools would be good.
Mason tools are
the pieces you want.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, so are blacksmithing tools. There's a lot of fine, precise things in blacksmithing.
Blacksmithing tools?
Yeah. You got 2 sets of them.
Yeah, we have 2 sets.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
We just make gold bars.
I'm forgetful. It's I could.
Oh, did I put the book in?
But yeah,
I defer to you two. You two pick which one, and then I'll just stand proficient, and I'll help take the pieces out.
No, I think brute force method is really all we can do. So, Fume and I just doing the brute force method and breaking it down real quick should be fine.
Okay, go blacksmithing tools on it.
Yeah.
Stewart's handy spice pouch.
16.
16. What was a 750 gold piece chair is now a 350 gold piece. I should say it is a 100 gold piece velvet cushion, as well as 2 sheets of velvet lined with gold trim, each valuing 50 gold pieces.
So velvet with.
I have yours. I'm writing it down right now for us.
50 GP. Oh, I was just gonna carry all that.
Okay.
Material.
Yeah, you can do it. Go ahead.
I have a lot of extra space. So.
And then 6 rubies, small rubies valuing 25 gold pieces. You plucked these off of like what held some of the velvet in place. You destroyed all the wood.
Or wood.
Yeah, you want that cheesecake? I'll go ahead and take that off my.
Like,
you want one of them or?
Small
the gold
ruby,
vestments?
Small ruby studs. You get 6 of them.
There were 2 of them.
6 rubies.
Oh yeah, I want one of them.
And you said 25G?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just updating my list of gems. God, I feel like I'm playing Ava already. Like just having a list of gems watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, Belle's turning into Ava again when you just said, I'm gonna take all the gems. It was like, this sounds familiar.
Hey, I have a lot of experience with it.
So you guys you divvied up all the loot. You've decided to take 6 gold pieces. Fume is off in the other room, kind of smelting them down into like 3s each. Yeah, you guys, finish up the evening. The next morning comes around. If anybody's gonna do anything,
all this is welcome. If any of them want to take any of it.
Except for the velvet cushion, taking that with us.
Oh, you're gonna take that? Okay.
Yeah. That's my list.
Sorry, any of what is welcome?
In loot and lore.
Gotcha.
All the food.
Lore, besides the mason tools, Fume's gonna take that.
Yeah.
I am. Nothing there interests me anymore.
We're gonna leave the rest for the cultists to split amongst themselves.
They can squabble over it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
About how much weight?
Sorry,
we do
wait,
wanna...
where's the loot and lore? I don't see it.
In your thing.
Yeah, in Crispy's dungeon.
Yeah, don't see like the food, like all that stuff.
Yeah, food, items, valuables, tools.
You're offering that up to the cultists.
Yeah,
to the people left over. Like it's got the 8 gold bars.
Okay, so that should only be 6 gold. Well, 2 is going to Fume, I assume, correct? So it should be.
No.
Yes, so it should be 6.
We have. Hold on. He's taking 6 of them and making 8 of them because there's 8 cultists.
So there are more cultists on the compound, and I assume you're going to split them up into all the cultists that remain, and probably give them to Tassar as well and Otari if you're going to send them on their way.
He was just going to cut the bars into fifths.
So he's gonna, he's gonna divide them up even further. So just take the bars off of there. Perfect. That works.
And one of the statues apparently is coming with us.
Oh, we're taking the 2 library statues.
Soggy message. The statue. I don't know if they verbalized it that they wanted the cloth of gold vestments and ivory statue.
One of them. Okay. Are those very big or are they small?
They're not big. They're not small. It's hard to say. They're statues. They're not statuettes. They're not handheld. They're like 2 hands, if anything.
Oh shit. No. That's fine. 2 hands. That's fine.
They're hefty, but they're also valuable.
I'm just the velvet cushion. I'm just gonna put as like 4 pounds, 4 or 5 pounds. Is that right, Chris?
Yeah.
Just for weight management.
The velvet cushion, not even. Yeah, it's like 2 pounds.
So I can carry up to 220 pounds. That's 30, 40, 50. Or 40.
I still have 340 pounds 80, I can carry.
That's 120 plus all this. So I'm probably I probably got 150 pounds worth of crap.
So if you leave all of this for the cultists in general will take it all. Like it'll go like buzzards.
Somewhere.
They'll
that's why I was like, we take whatever we want.
They'll take it all. They'll actually be very thankful for you. You can see them.
We want to share and thank them for their help.
I'm actually going to I'm going to take the brandy actually, and that's for a gift for someone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if there's anything else, it's all free to us.
Yeah.
As you guys, finish crossing the Sol off, I assume you go up to the top of the ziggurat to finish out the rest of the day.
Where's our camel?
Has the city made their way here yet?
They were not able to.
They're never going to. They were never going to. We mispresumed.
Yeah, it was just not going to happen. Speaking of which,
Looking at your bird eye?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They probably would have, like, if you would have been like, hey, we need people out here because we're exhausted after completing our job. Like, he would have been like, oh, yeah, let me send, riders out to go retrieve my successful investment.
But they're also in conflict.
But now they're in open conflict. So that was not also anticipated. Something to keep in mind as well. They're currently being sieged.
They're also busy.
It's confusing.
Weird.
Under siege.
They are.
We're gonna rest and then go.
Under reverse siege.
They are sieging their own city is what they're doing.
I don't want my circus fucked with.
When I look through the eyes of my bird, I assume it's still kind of the same situation. Or has.
Well, you look through your bird now. And he does have a parchment on his ankle, but he has begun flying back.
Cool. All right.
And then we're just finishing the day, correct? Is what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. That would happen unless you have any other instruction, Hoffs. That would happen tomorrow, and like the evening of separating everything out, like before you take your long rest. He is still in the camp, and hanging around the tent where Mahmoud is. You can see Mahmoud like occasionally like look up and go, "You are still here. Why? Go." But yeah, you guys.
I think now's the time.
No, he received the message from him. It's just he expected him gone by now. Anyway, you guys are resting, returning back to the top of the ziggurat. Everybody else also seems to be resting. They're digging into some of their plunder from the day. Some people are just like kind of like off, like leaning up the front of the ziggurat, just kind of like drinking, throwing back wine, watching the sunset, all this. Also out there, you can see Tassar and Otari like on the dune outside of the ziggurat, both like watching the hill off in the horizon.
Can I approach Tassar before I go down for bed?
Of course.
I also want to go with you.
That's fine. I just want to approach from behind and like tap him on the shoulder.
Okay.
Or this arm, whatever.
You do so. He goes, little one, what is it?
I'm just gonna like stare at him. It's not like take him in for a second. I'm like, don't feel guilty about what happened with the burning body. And then I'll run off.
As you run off, you hear, and those of you who followed, Tassar goes, I didn't feel guilty. Until now, I guess.
Fashion just puts their hand like placatingly on their shoulder, like I understand what you're going through.
Hey, champ. Brings up my bottle of
Champ brings up bottle of brandy too.
And then I wanted to leave in case you felt bad about it, but
probably not.
Maybe you should think about that a little bit. Maybe it's out of character, but you know.
4 of us.
And then I go to bed.
He just goes, kids will never understand how hard and how deep their words can cut.
They're sharper than any blade.
It's so real, though.
I picked a bad day to stop drinking Viraka. And he stands up and walks away.
Wait.
Oh, you wanted to talk to him? You stop him?
I wanted. He's like, whoa, but hey, look, I know you're feeling kind of hard, but like, I also don't want to kind of dump this responsibility on you, but I understand that if we went back to the city that we came from, that you wouldn't want to get neither all of the cultists, everybody here would want to get caught up with the wrong crowd. So
what are you saying to me? You have dark circles. I have lost you.
I didn't want to dump this on you, but is there any way that you could help the people here?
Clearly not. I have done quite a hindrance to the people here.
Well, you can use this to make up for it. Not just a pawn, but you can be a leader if needed.
What do you? I know I can be a leader. I lead the enforcers. What do you expect me to do? These are not men. These are not soldiers. They're vagabonds. They're mutts. They're criminals. I can't get them to do anything short of wipe their own asses. Some will die in the desert. Some will live if they come with me. That is what I will promise, and that's what I will offer. But nothing
really
more.
That's all we are asking of you, is just try to make sure a good number of them survive at least.
Mm.
It would be a shame to see all of these people pass away due to the surroundings.
That's why I'm hopefully going to be well far away from here by then. I won't have to see it.
And you, Atari? Like, just noticing that they're just...
She's just staring off into the sunset. She just turns slowly, her eyes just like red from tears, like lines down her face from where tears have been streaming. She just goes, I'll let the sand take me. I have nothing to return to. And then she just turns back toward the desert.
I step like right in front of her where I'm like a little bit lower on the dune and kneel down to meet her eyes. And just go, I understand how it is to lose a place that you call home and somewhere that you felt comfortable in. But you can use this opportunity and the time that you have now in order to remake a new family, a new herd for yourself. And make sure that others do not fall down a path that you went down. You can strive to be better.
Make a persuasion check.
Yay. Fashion, persuasion, always good. Always good. No
I'm there. Can I help?
How do you help?
I tell her it's not the end just because this was what your family was for a long time. Family isn't a place, but something that you make.
Sure, roll with advantage.
12.
She goes, I know. I made a family. Then I abandoned it and tried to make another. And then that family died. And I was left here. Familyless. Alone. In a desert. With nothing.
How's Tassar looking at her after she's saying all this?
Tassar's gone. He left. He went to go ponder the guilt he didn't know he had.
Pardon me.
You just opened up a deep wound that you don't
know
even
what? That
know
wound
about.
should have been open, so that's not really my fault. Avery thought he did a good thing. Aggie's like, whoops.
Hey, this man is just coming out of like a very long haze.
Yeah, every day was the same day.
I get it. The child was like, good. He's not gonna feel irresolved about that. I don't feel guilty about me burning a corpse in front of him. Corpse in front of. To bed.
Well, I'm gonna go into the kitchen and make us a dinner.
Okay.
With this new handy spice
With
pouch
no
I
meat.
got.
This new handy spice pouch actually has ingredients.
Sister
Spices.
Sister Otari is just like mid breakdown and cut to the kitchen as Oberon like throwing spices in, like the best thing ever. Kisses it, like ties it back on his waist.
You just hear like the frantic knife chopping, just
Yeah.
like just constantly just going through.
You guys leave Sister Otari?
I'll stay out there for a bit and just watch over her, make sure she doesn't, walk through the night.
I mean, everybody was like outside watching the sunset, it seemed like, so.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
While they were out doing that, I was in there making a meal with this new spice pouch and ladle I have. And...
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that ladle of the woman who's currently having an emotional breakdown. Her favorite ladle.
The one with his blood still on it.
No, he's washed it.
No, it's just stained into the wood because of the contact.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Just a little bit of fur, don't worry.
Soak it in water, baby, it'll get.
But you guys, unwind for the evening, relax, partake in libations, possibly.
Maybe you want to also practice with the dragon scale bracers to Just make sure I attune to them.
He just beats a poor cultist to like a burnt crisp.
No,
I like
this.
No. While I'm cooking.
Yeah.
While I'm cooking.
Like that's how you're cooking the meat. It's just like flurry of blows,
tenderizing it with just like fire.
Pow.
It's just sizzling like a steak with each hit. Have a good one.
I just have to fat grill it.
Yeah, you guys have a nice evening filled with charred actual meat. I assume you kill a chicken.
Yeah.
We kill all the chickens because no one's gonna be able to take care of them.
Good idea.
Was there a little chick? Was there a little chick that we could take?
Make a investigation check.
I just want to see. I just think it'd be cute. That's a natural 10. I think I have
I do
plus
want
something.
Since it's, we're sitting down, I'm going to drink from the
12.
tankard.
I'll try that out. That'd be cool.
12.
You do not find a chick, but you find 3 eggs.
I don't know what to do with these to make them into chicks.
You drop them all. No.
Adults.
Yeah.
How do I hold up the eggs? How do I make these into baby chicks?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I have small hands. Fuck.
Oh, I just gotta speak the common word. Hill farm? Is that how you pronounce that?
A dex save or a dex check?
A dex save.
It's all the same. 14.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be different. Okay, I just want to make sure. You have 3 eggs. I don't know what you want to do with them. They're just eggs.
I don't. They're just eggs.
Eat them.
Huh?
Real quick, last time that I was in the roost, which was when we sent the owl.
I don't know.
Did I see any like roosters, or were they just hens?
There are roosters too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chickens and cocks.
Yeah, that's actually, you guys wake up to rooster calls every morning.
Okay. Just double checking because hens can lay eggs without roosters.
No, I know.
What did you want?
I go to you and I'm like, how do I make this into a baby?
I would say Ilfarn would be.
We're 4th level now, right? Or are we going up?
Could I? No.
You're 4th level still.
Okay.
Well, would I know if the eggs are fertilized? Or how to check if
make
they're
a nature
good
check.
and ready?
I was gonna say if it was animal.
Would I have?
Or animal handling, yeah. But obviously, either of those would work.
Yeah, okay, I'll do animal handling because I'm kind of like, I feel like I wouldn't have negative in this.
I can take over. I'm actually really good with animals.
I asked for adults,
yeah.
so I don't care who's around.
Wow, definitely not me. Huh? Looks like an egg.
You go to immediately put it in your food. As Avery emerges into your kitchen with 3 eggs, you're like, oh, thank you, and start reaching for them and putting.
No, wait! I'll pull away as I'm cuffing them in my hands. They were in the hut. How do I turn them into babies?
Oh! I thought you were.
You can make an animal handling check.
But you wanted me to cook them.
No,
for me, I can do one now.
Yeah.
I just want to.
You definitely run away.
I thought chickens hatch baby chicks.
Holy shit! This is like the only wisdom skill I'm good at.
I'm okay if we can't. I just think it'd be nice if we could.
Yeah, you've never really dealt with eggs before.
Someone break it to me.
They're completely alien to you.
But
how do we turn these into baby chicks?
Hate to break it to you, but I don't know.
I don't think we can.
Okay. And I'll turn back and I'll offer them to Oberon then.
Yeah, like it's more of going. I don't think we can. As I point to all of the cutlets of chicken from all of these.
I mean, I don't care for those chickens.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Here, Oberon, 3 eggs.
At some time when everybody's doing this, I'd like to steal away with the items that I took from the great pile and talk to you know who.
No, tell me who.
I don't even know what their name is. I'd like to go into my flask.
There you go. Of course. Where do you hide away to?
Well, let's see. We're in the ziggurat. Somebody where like there isn't a lot of people.
Yeah, just into one of the rooms, or like the keeper's
Yeah,
chamber,
if I can,
something like that.
like somewhere that I can go in and then lock the door behind me.
Okay. You can do that in any of the rooms, and you find one that's empty. Closing the door, you bar it and turn to ash on the wind as you appear in a field of sand once more. You are just in what appears to be a dune, but once again, as you peer beyond the topmost dune you head toward, as well as all the ones surrounding it, you can just see glass which reaches up to a point in the sky above. You are in an hourglass, of course. But as you appear, you hear once more, "What is it you have brought me this evening?"
I will take out the ivory statuette and the what are they called? Cloth of gold vestments, and just kind of go, "Hey, you've been helping me, and I figure you would want to cut. I just don't want to be saying that I don't give you anything."
I see, yes. Well, this is very nice mortal fineries. I appreciate it. You watch as he once more appears from beneath the sand, just like slowly rising, floating above it. His hulking form, like, just shifting the sands beneath him and around to fall off his feet as he rises above you. You watch as he slowly dips down to pick up the cloth and the gold, and he holds it in his palm. "These would be adequate offerings in my court, days of old, long past."
So, like them, not like them? Kind of look at him like, give me something, like some sort of reaction beyond, like, you know?
Rather boring, to say the least. And he, like, you watch as he just, like, flares up just a burst of fire within his palm, and it vanishes. "However, I will cherish them in a way you mortals probably would not understand. I was hoping you would come talk to me. There once more seems an issue we must discuss."
Issue?
"I find you relying on me once again, just a tad too often."
Oh, you're saying I'm clingy. Okay, got it. He kind of like...
Quite the contrary. I am unfortunately powerless in many of your affairs. If I am to be honest with you, for once, you hold all the cards in this relationship. I have very little access to your material plane. I just dabble from time to time. That means I am not necessarily capable to intervene at all given opportunities. That being said, I am still powerful, heed my word. But I do need you But I need you to survive. That's going to be tricky, I can tell, as you are living in one of the harshest environments I have witnessed to date.
It got pretty dicey, but I think I've fallen in with a pretty good crowd.
I will not speak to your companions. I do not know what games they play. But I do know there are others like myself, with agents operating in this world. One is amongst you. One who is interesting, to say the least. They are one of a pair, and they linger in the minds of one of your companions, waiting, buying their time. I am not sure why, but I wish to know, for this pawn could be a helpful tool in my game, no?
You make a lot of suggestions about a game, but you see, I can't play a game if I don't know the rules. Or what it is I am playing. I understand I'm your pawn, and you can't give it everything away, but you can't possibly tell me that I have to go in here blind.
Life is a game. That's what you must understand, Ignacio. Everybody is just playing. It is a game where the winner comes out alive. And that is solely it. Admittedly, there are many that live long enough to see power come through their grasps, and that, I think, is all we can wish for. I wish to see power within my grasps once more, before my end. That is my game. We all have an end. Even the gods have an end, as though they wish you not to know that. Nonetheless, your fineries are just that fine, but no, I do not care for them. I am not after these sort of gifts from you. I am after more, your growth, to say the least. But any maybe powerful artifacts you can get your hands on. I do linger beneath the surface of this world, or did until we fell into one's acquaintance. And I know many more older artifacts linger as well. I know not what I search in this desert, but I do know I am to search. And should you come across something of more arcane means, we might begin to talk. But if I'm being honest, I do not know what I seek. But I do know I am smart to rely on you.
Well, I'll see what I can do. I figure we'll have until end of my life to figure this all out. I figure we'll get to know each other better over the years.
You will have to play a bit of a more careful game if you wish that to be a long, healthy life, Ignacio.
Oh, I figure it's not the easiest.
Things are just getting started. Your town of Aggressor, the the one you recently hailed from. It has been attacked, not by this plane, but from my own. This does not have anything to do with me, I can assure you. But I know of its occurrence. Things are not good for the populace of Aggressor, and the town will not fare much longer. If you care for what happens to them, do hurry.
Oh, okay.
The home I hail from is destructive.
I figure if you came out of it.
Hey,
Not to no. Sorry.
I've done nothing but build here. And he like gestures around him and then disappears beneath the sand.
We'll catch you later, I guess. I never got your name.
Oh, it will come in time.
Is there anything I can call you if you don't want to give me your name, if you want to be that cheeky? I just can't be calling you Genie all the time, can I?
Well, no, technically, I am what you would refer as an Efreet. If you wish to call me Effie, that would fit. No?
Yeah, Effie. Is that okay with you?
Take it as no slight. I wish formality between us, but there's great power in a name, and he will, his voice will fade out as he says that. I'm getting echo from...
Probably me, sorry.
Ignacio, okay. But yeah, his voice fades, and you're left in your little micro desert. As you're standing there, however, you watch as the sand dunes on the side just begin to tumble and kind of fall as the room itself begins to shake. And as it does, it's just like all the sands begin to tumble and fall, and rising out of the ground where Effie, if you will, disappeared, comes a 4-tiered ziggurat, which rises from the sand and rests at a point standing in front of you. Just and comes to rest. A singular opening facing you.
This thing just came out of the ground? Oh wait, this is
in my plane with Effie, yeah. So can I walk up to it?
Yeah, you can
check it out.
Yeah, you enter. It is like a micro recreation of the ziggurat you've just left behind, but at the entrances and like all the corners, there are little columns with fineries. They look like a stack of tumbling dice, and chips just like cascading downward on either side. And similar like carved iconography running up the center of the ziggurat. And as you enter, you can see a very lavishly decorated like casino floor with like one side of this ziggurat decorated with velvet pillows in this kind of like long booth which rounds in this inset flooring, all carpeted and like various pillows all strewn across, like some hookahs laying out. It is just like a fully operational mini casino in here. There are craps tables and tables for cards to be run. And yeah, just inside this little ziggurat which has appeared, you can see like a bar at the back, and in a bartender's uniform now, fully dressed as he was, in a size relatable to you, you can see Effie just shaking a cocktail.
I'll go up to the bar and sit down, and I'll be like, "You didn't tell me that you played or had anything like this. It's the first time. It's nice."
I have not played in quite some time myself. I've dabbled, just as any expert has dabbled in many affairs. But I have tailored this to your likings. And, well, it's quite comfortable. More comfortable than the sands in this hourglass. And he'll just pour you a drink.
I'll take the drink and kind of like raise it to him as like a toast. Like, are you gonna drink with me, or is he just?
He just snaps his fingers and a cocktail appears. It's like, well, of course. And
it's bad luck to toast but alone. That's all I'm saying.
Well, then to a profitable tomorrow. And he clinks glasses.
It's surviving. And I will drink.
Do that.
He downs it. And you can spend any amount of time you want to in here, of course. But while that goes on, everybody else is taking their short rest.
Long rest?
Long rest, yeah, sorry. You all, unless anybody taking watch, doing anything particular in the evening?
Bastion is, as usual, just outside the door of wherever the party is sleeping to make sure no one intrudes on them.
Okay.
And will eventually fall asleep.
You got it.
Harry went to bed early so that he could, like, after the stuff with Tsar, he went back like, I gotta go to bed. Wiped as heck. And like prayed to his goddess briefly to thank her for letting him get through that fight, and then go to bed.
Okay. Everybody else turns in. Fume spends a long time looking over the horizon facing south before turning in for the evening, and you all rest. Awaken the next day to a much quieter ziggurat than you've ever experienced. As the sun rises, you all get up before dawn here in the desert. The night sky still off in half the sky, or still up in half the sky. You all start to awaken early. Number of inhabitants here within the ziggurat have taken off. What are you all doing?
I'm going to look for a animal or something with like a camel or something in the nearby area if possible.
Where are you looking?
It's dunes all around the ziggurat, correct?
It's dunes on 3 of the 4 sides of the ziggurat. One side of the ziggurat is mountains. It's built with the back toward the mountains that the cave system goes into.
Then it would really just be. Oh wait, I have the orb. Which way is north?
North is the opposite way from which you came.
Okay.
You would know. Basically, you guys are. North is facing. Or if you're facing north, east is where the mountains are.
East is where the mountains are.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay, I got the orientation in my head now. Then I would head like slightly northeast, like following towards the mountains, because it's a shaded area and animals would like to stay near there. Possibly. But looking for any animals like mules, camels, anything that can haul, essentially.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I will say I would let the group know beforehand, before just like piecing out.
What's going on?
It is the next day. It is the next morning. Oberon, you awaken and Bastion is not at his post. First thing in the morning, he is venturing. He's let you know he's venturing northeast to go find some sort of pack animal, some sort of not pack animal. What's beast of burden to carry your stuff.
That's been what I've been trying to think of for hours now.
Okay. I'm gonna just make some breakfast for everybody.
Okay. Everybody else, Avery, Hoffs just rejoined.
Hey, Oberon.
I ate a full
After you make some breakfast, how about we just try to go through and see if we could prepare some kind of, I don't know, dried food or rations or something that we can use traveling through the desert. Just kind of see what food we can find now, so we're not, starving halfway there.
Just letting you know, Ignacio says that they will be back. They're giving tribute.
You got it. The Hoffs, what you would know is the best option for food that this place has to offer, besides what it used to had to offer, would be the chickens. There are quite a few chickens left. You slaughtered a few the previous evening, but there are a number of chickens left that you guys could prepare and try to dry out the meat, salt it, and whatnot, to keep it as long as you could. But you guys can do that first thing then.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
That's what I'll help with.
Okie doke.
Was it is the club that I have a two-handed weapon?
It is a one-handed weapon. As long as,
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So are we getting ready to go back into the desert?
Yes, the question is, what are you doing on the second day here? Oberon and Hoffs are cooking food, and Bastion is wandering into the mountains to go find a beast of burden.
Okay. I figure after coming out of the match with Effie, I probably would have gotten to sleep. I'll probably wake up a little bit later, but figure everyone else is cooking stuff to get out of here. I'll search for food and stuff.
What do you mean search for food and stuff?
If there was anything left over from anybody else who left.
You guys have searched. You guys have searched the compound.
Okay.
We've already done searching the compound. You guys have all the loot. As for food, there's the chickens, like I said.
Okay. Then I'll fill up water skins.
Okay.
We don't gotta worry about water too much because we have create and destroy.
Go ahead and give me a survival check, Bastion.
Sure.
What did you say, Avery? You had create and destroy water?
Yeah, from before.
Oh.
So you don't have to worry about it too much, but it's always good to have full water skins.
Yeah, I figure without you having to do a spell.
It's a ritual, it's okay.
Okay. What'd you roll?
15.
15? Well, heading northeast in the morning air, it is, not unbearable quite yet in the desert heat, and you stay out of the main sands of the Rakeshian desert during the worst hours of the day, and as you get into the mountains, the sun is out in full, and you are unable to find any signs of a beast of burden. You do see signs in these mountains of life, mostly birds and some other creatures capable of living in this harsh terrain, but other than tracks of a like a goat animal, you're not able to find any sort of beast of burden, especially not northeast of the compound. As you head into the mountains, you can get like a vast higher view of the area if you want to climb to a greater height. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
23.
23. Yeah, unable to find any signs of like animals. It seems like any animal that would see you in these mountains would be long gone by the time you got near it. You climb up high to a high peak, like a flat land that sits at the top of one of these arid mountain tops. You kind of climb up high and can get a view of not only the compound just south of your location, but also within the mountains just east of there. You can see a small like roofed shelter within like a valley in the mountains, hidden within. It is a little bit closer to the ziggurat you left, but it is only noticeable high up in the mountains, as it is like surrounded by a wall of jagged mountainscapes as you climb to the top here. You do also see movement in 3 different spots in the desert around, as not only are there people heading north of here, there are people heading through the mountains, as you can see, like a group of cultists on a mountain road far on the other side of this range, but you can also see a group of cultists heading south ahead of you guys already, far in the direction that you guys will be heading soon.
So towards Aggressa?
Yeah. Along the mountainside.
But no movement of animals. Right?
No.
Okay.
You didn't see an animal.
Then just climbing back down, and going back to the compound to meet up with everyone.
Okay.
Actually, which direction was that, like, hidden enclave that you were
it's in the hills east of the compound. So if you want to head back through the hills, you could go directly there and then head to the compound. Okay.
I'll do that.
Like
if I can make my way through there and still get to the compound.
Yeah, go ahead and make another survival check for me.
Oh, better. 18.
18. Yeah, keeping track of the direction that the roof was spotted high up on the hills, you can navigate your way over the next hour back in the direction of the compound and toward where you saw this structure. And climbing over the set of hills that block your vision, you can crest the other side to see a small roofed building with a fence out one side that you can see a trough on one edge of the fence. This is some sort of stable building hidden off in a flat land here in the mountains.
Are there any animals within the stables at the moment?
Well, as you approach closer, you can see within there are currently 2 stabled camels. And spot for a third.
Is there anyone nearby?
Make a perception check.
Just double checking that none of my maneuvers help with that. Okay. 16.
Nope. Nobody's around.
Even so, not seeing anyone readily, I'll like just voice out by saying like, "Hello, anyone there? If not, taking these camels."
No response.
Okay. Then, do the camels have reins, or are there reins nearby?
They do have reins nearby. It'll take some time to, properly like saddle and rein them. But yeah, you can do that if you want to bard them while you're you spend some time lashing up the camels, making sure they're fed from what is available in the stable, and you can head through the mountain back to your friends.
Yeah, just walking one on either side, holding their reins. If possible. If not, then I would do.
No, no, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, you can walk them back. The group of you are just preparing in the kitchen here in the ziggurat. A couple other fires. I will say, go ahead and make me a Constitution, just a cooking check with help from. How would you help Hoffs?
Hoffs is deafened at the moment.
Oh boy. Well. Whale. No, it's fine. Go ahead and make a cooking check at normal then, Oberon.
And
right.
I'm gonna go help family real quick.
Go for it.
Don't I have cooking utensils?
Plus proficiency. Constitution plus proficiency.
Mm-hmm. Wisdom. Constitution.
Yeah, cooking supplies use Constitution.
Not wisdom?
No,
because cooked utensils use wisdom.
I don't know.
Or at least
why
that's
they do.
what.
There's nothing in the rules that say dictate what cooking.
To,
yeah,
so
in the stat. There's nothing in cooking utensils that use.
What do you want? You want a Constitution?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just double check. So that's the thing. You can make using cooking utensils. You can do normal checks. So you can make like a history check if you want to know where like a food is from, and so that would be a wisdom check for it. Survival or a whatnot.
I just use the default and
so to actually cook, to actually prepare a meal, it'll be a Constitution check. Most other checks with cook utensils are wisdom, because one thing that you can use cooking utensils that they never talk about is to forage for food.
14.
Okay. You have the cooking. Oh yeah, it's not so much about quantity, or it's not so much about quality. It's about quantity here. As after cooking a very proficient food or meal, it's solely about preparing smoked and salted meats for a journey. And you have a couple of people. You dictate a couple of people watched by Hoffs out front of the ziggurat to make like a couple of fires and just start smoking some wood out, or smoking some meat out front, while you tackle like the bulk of the cooking within the kitchen. You all can get, let me roll here. You guys get 19 days worth of rations to split amongst you all.
So you want me to add 19 days worth of rations to my existing amount?
You or Hoffs also had the idea, so one or the other, but Hoffs is deafened at the moment, so if you want to add 19 days of rations, that is how many rations you prepare from the chickens you guys spent cooking this morning. You all set out, or you all want to do anything else before you set out?
Did we end up burying all the dead?
Yeah, I will say over the course of your watch, Avery, with assisted by Oberon and Bastion, brought out all the dead for you all to bury, with few digging holes, it is a much quicker process.
Yeah, somebody should help carry these rations. It's a lot.
I'll take a few if you want me to.
Yeah,
help.
the idea is that it's probably supposed to be split up between 6 people.
So everybody take 3. So I'm at 12 then instead.
3 days.
That's a lot less weight. Everybody takes 3 days.
How much do rations weigh?
2 pounds.
Okay, that's realistic. It's more realistic than I thought they'd be.
For an entire day.
Yeah, for a day's worth of food, it should be about 2 pounds. That's kind of realistic. That's where I was a little surprised. This game's never realistic. But
like I'm looking at my weight. There's in the player thing. It has a weight thing at the bottom.
Yeah.
So like I put everything in, and I'm at 150 pounds. So like if I'm carrying a like backpack, like a hiking backpack, I would say that would comfortably fit in my size pack. Everything.
Yep.
Because it's also including the armor that you're wearing or the items that you're wearing.
Yep.
So
speaking of that, Hoffs isn't deafened anymore, but he's muted. Are you back?
I am back.
Are you wearing armor presently?
Presently, I am not. No.
After I put on the hide armor, I have spare leather armor. If you could wear
please.
it, would you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hoffs, the booked guy is just like, yeah, armor. Now I know. Yes, please.
Any. I'll take a +1.
It's regular leather armor.
I have no armor.
You have armor proficiencies as a wizard?
I know, but I gained light armor proficiency as a warlock.
Oh, nice, very nice.
So I can wear
medium as a child.
Light armor.
Do you have mage armor?
That's a
he
spell.
Has a spell.
Yeah.
I did not take that spell.
Hoffs,
really
I'm not built
edge.
for combat wizard warlock.
I love it. Hoffs is like the only wizard I've ever played with who like actually feels like a wizard. Like somebody's who's like he's like I've been in fucking classes my entire life. Why would I know how to throw a fireball?
I sit in towers. And you ask me questions and I say thank you.
What am I throwing fireballs at my classmate? No.
No, I just cast it through things.
I can make books float to me. Look. Ooh, you see that? You see that?
I can clean your clothes at a moment's desire. No stains.
But yeah, no, sorry. The
academic wizard's like
the rest of you are gathering up your stuff.
I don't think the question was ever answered. Did we find any gold pieces?
That was the answer. The answer was you have that gold pot. I was saying they melted down all their gold to try to burn you with.
Oh, okay. So sorry.
Yeah. No. I was just being quippy. Yeah. That was their gold. Basically, that wouldn't have had. That was their big thing to get one of you. That would have, again, I want to reiterate, that would have fucked you up, Ignacio. That was the big, like, that was my big, like, that and a couple of the other traps I had set up. Some of them you didn't. Oh, actually, mark this down. You guys have 4 bear traps as well. None of you hit my bear traps.
I'm gonna call bear trap.
I actually didn't even register how fucking funny that'd be.
Oberon stuck in a bear trap.
Yeah, there were definitely a bunch of bear traps on a number of 5-foot squares on the battlefield that none of you stepped on.
I guess if they put a little piece of food there, it might have attracted me.
Yeah, right.
You were snacking during combat. We talked about this.
I'm always snacking. Are you kidding me?
There's a fly in here.
What's up, Chris? Having a moment?
There's a fly.
Anyway, you all gather your stuff together. No? If anybody disagrees, interrupt me now. Otherwise, you all gather your things on the edge of the ziggurat. You, I assume, are using some of the camels to carry your shit now, Oberon, now that it's an option.
Well...
Oh, that's the excess shit you're gonna
use.
If
you go into my character sheet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I put every item into it that I'm carrying.
Yeah.
With the weights, approximate weights.
Yeah.
Everything I can think of. And I'm only at 146.9 pounds.
Oh, 100%. Everybody just register that when you look at, like, I'm just saying, like, if you want to offload some of that to the camel, like, thematically, it wouldn't be fitting. But otherwise, if he doesn't, everybody just imagine Oberon as big old Oberon, but with, like, an extra big backpack on his back, like, sticking out a number of just, like, over the top thing. Like, you guys see, like, a golden rimmed chalice, like, poking out of his bag at one point. You know?
Yeah, well,
I just like
the tankard. I'm kind of like, I'm thinking more that's like a flask.
Yeah.
Not flask, but more like a smaller, like
Stein, almost like
something that could fit in a pocket. You know, not so much like a mug, you know, but like something that all that's like.
You guys gather
time to time.
But I left so much shit over there, versus like a couple things in my inventory. And I'm like, it might not be there anymore, so I should maybe just get that out of my inventory already.
You gather your things up and look back toward the ziggurat. There are a couple other cultists standing around, grabbing some things out and piling things out the one end of the door. But that is the last of them.
Is Tassar there, or has he left already?
You do not see Brother Tassar.
Or Sister Otari?
Sister Otari, you did not see at all this morning. Brother Tassar, you did see at one point. But Sister Otari, you did not see at any point this morning.
I have my detect magic back.
And
my prestidigitation to help me clean.
Brother Tassar, you saw Bastion before you went to the stables, or went into the mountains. But when you got back, he was gone.
Okay. All I would have done is like wish him luck on his travels before seeing him off.
Before you ventured out in the mountains, he saw you leave, and his last words were to you, were, as you kind of like were walking over the ledge to the mountains, his last words were you two to, he goes, "Don't go getting any more dents out there. You can't afford them.
Any more cuts or scars."
They make me look so charming.
Told him that.
Well, the tea set might weigh a little more.
And then you guys kind of venture off. But yeah, you did not see him as you leave. You do see a couple other cultists, though, like a group of 3 that are, you know, piling together things to leave as well.
Can I look around for Sister Otari if I haven't seen her? I'm worried now, since she was like super distraught.
You can look around, but she's gone. There's no finding her. If you want to make an investigation check.
Okay.
What size did we determine I was?
That's pretty good.
Modified 20.
If you please remember to read your rolls out.
Yeah. Rolled a 19, so dirty 20.
You do not find any sign of Sister Otari with a dirty 20.
Yeah.
So much so, you are confident you would be able to have seen her if she was here this morning. The desert winds, however, sweep away things so easily over the night, and you don't see any Luxodon tracks that were here at all today.
Oh, that's why.
But, you kind of have one last look at the ziggurat before venturing out. How are you guys traveling?
Well, I realize I have a 450-pound capacity weight. Carrying weight.
That's cool.
I can carry my own weight.
Oberon just got bigger.
You just see him like double up in size.
Well, yeah, I have what powerful build allows you one
you didn't know
size
that?
larger. No, I just read that.
Oh, I thought you knew that.
I was looking at my inventory. I'm like 450. Why do I have 450?
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
funny
many
because this campaign, as well as the Woes of the Wildland campaign, both had 2 powerful builds in it at the start, which I thought was funny.
We'll just loot this entire building and pick it up and walk away.
That's pretty much what you guys did.
Yeah, you. With over 1,000 pounds of weight to be able to carry.
Yeah, you guys look like a bunch of traveling merchants at the moment. And with that in mind, how are you guys traveling?
I would be near the front with one of the camels.
Stealthily, carefully.
I will keep my eyes peeled for what's going on. If somebody wants to to lead us,
I will sit on the camel.
Actually, I'll walk with both camels, just to make sure that they're in line with each other.
Okay, so we've got.
I forget the name of the paces, but I presume we're doing the regular pace. We're not expediting, unless you guys would like to expedite.
What is the check for actually guiding?
Survival.
Oh, piss! Before we leave, or as we're leaving, I would like to mention to everybody that I heard from down the grapevine that something is happening at what was the name of the city again?
Aggressa.
Aggressa is under attack from something from a different plane, and we should probably hurry.
Oh, well, we knew it was under attack from something. Didn't realize it was from another plane. All right.
It is from another plane. So Aggressa is in danger. We should probably hurry if we want to do something. I think.
Yeah.
He did. If you want to let them know, he did specifically say from his plane.
What's his plane?
You wouldn't know. I don't think you would know what an Afriti is, but he did also mention what he is.
Yeah, he didn't mention his plane.
So
I didn't even ask.
You are talking. All I'm saying is you're talking to a wizard right now.
You can.
So if you gave forth information,
you can tell him it's an Afriti.
I'll like once I tell everybody like, hey, it's getting attacked from a thing that I don't know about. I'll take hostage.
And then we go, what's the thing?
I was like, I don't know, and I'll just tell you like, hey, like, do you know where like the Afritis are from? It's from that whatever plane they're a part of.
Do I know where Afriti are from?
Yes, but make an Arcana check anyway.
Understood.
Just because.
Sometimes you just need
kind
to
of in a rush.
No! I got no goddamn clue.
Do I know what an Afriti might be?
Go ahead and make a religion check. You can make Arcana or religion.
That's a natural 20, but let me see
I
what I
assume
add.
you're talking to everybody.
Well, I get a nat 1 and then you get a nat 20. This is.
I love me my Neapolitan dice so bad.
And Oberon just got a 19. God damn
if
that.
it's the wizard doesn't know what everybody else does. I'll do the religion.
What I will say, I didn't say. So Oberon, just like anybody could, no, you would, but your knowledge is more along the lines of like a fairy tale. Like you were told bedtime stories or tales within the monastery of like these.
It was just tales within the monastery.
No, yeah, but the tales are that like Afriti are these conniving deal makers that are always tricking people into like doing their bidding and always trying to get a leg up, that they love the art of trickery, and to never trust an Afriti.
Similar to a genie in a bottle.
Very, very similar.
They'll make a deal with you or like grant a wish, but there's always like something devious to it.
Yes.
Natural 24 religion.
They are, jokes aside, they are literally genies in a bottle. And yeah, Avery, you know that. You, of course, know everything that you would know about Afritis and that they're the dominant force in the plane of fire, and that if they're being attacked from... Or well, I guess they didn't say that. They just asked, where are Afriti from? You know where are Afriti from. The question was more so... So the Arcana check that I was asking from Hovs was more so... would he place together the connection of Ignacio, this eldritch blasting, charming individual from their party, going, "Hey, I heard through the grapevine that they're being attacked from that place that Afridi are from." The Arcana check was seeing if Hoffs would put 2 and 2 together and go like, "Oh, okay, you're definitely in contact with an Afridi."
No, he doesn't know.
You don't put those 2 and 2 together.
I do not put those 2 together.
This warlock is flinging fire-based eldritch blasts in front of your face, and you're just like none the wiser. You're like, "That's a cool ass gun."
Well, are they?
They're from the plane of fire.
Is the fire red or is it green?
It's red.
It's red.
My fire is like orange red. Yeah.
On your question,
but
the Afridi are from the plane of fire.
I mean, it could just be a cool kind of gun that you have.
But with the natural 20 is what I will say to you, Avery, is you make those connections that Hoffs didn't.
That's specific. I don't say it, but I'm like, that's very specific.
But yeah, Avery answers and says, "Repeat yourself."
I said that the Afridi are from the plane of fire. Since you were asking where they were from.
Damn, you're a smart 12-year-old.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
They're answering your question, Ignacio.
Because you asked.
So they're from the plane of fire, then then the thing attacking is from the plane of fire.
Chris, what were the options again? There was like regular tracking, and then there was like expedited.
Basically, what it is you can either be, using your action to stealth and move slowly, using your action to do whatever the fuck you want, look about, search for herbs, name a thing. You can use your action to do that and move at normal pace, or you can use your action to dash every turn as you're going and move at fast pace. That's how you can think about it mechanically.
Did we want to expedite our travel? I asked the party.
Well,
we're dashing.
If we're expediting, then we can't take care of the camels, and y'all will have a harder time with keeping up with the heat.
You think camels can run slower than us? They can run faster than us, bro.
Yes, but how many of y'all can take care of them and make sure they stay in line? Or ride them properly?
I guess riding them would be the...
I could try riding it.
I'm riding one of them.
Oh no, we should put Hoffs on the other one now, because...
Yeah.
The other party little boy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
You should tie Hoffs like cargo to the other one.
Honestly,
just please don't. I won't be able to cast. I won't be able to cast spells if you do that.
What's your strength modifier, Hobbs?
Tie your body.
-2.
Okay.
Oh. Tie your body to it.
That was definitely Avery just going like, "I'm gonna bully this full-grown man."
I
remember, kids are terrifying.
Here's the thing. I just realized Avery's stronger than you by like one thing, but I'm also just like, I have to protect this guy. He's important. Oh no.
Or Hops, it's okay. You'll have disintegrate one day.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Someone's wild match will go off and you'll see a fireball. It's whatever.
I mean, Avery is just small,
so
Avery is definitely just small.
Because it's September on Twitch, I did gift a sub to you. I'm gonna give that inspiration for a tier 1 sub to Hoffs.
Thanks.
Just letting you know.
I don't need your pity points though, guys, but I appreciate it. I know, I know.
You're like -2 strength. Oh, guys, inspiration to Hoffs, man.
What's your con? What's your con?
I also know his con.
What's my con? Look, my con is 10. I have no mod there.
Okay.
No, that's just in one. That's just in hopes that you hit that disintegrate on Avery.
eventually.
Yeah.
Why is it on me?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it's
know why.
inspiration. You can use it for whatever you want.
Avery's been staring at Hoff like,
So,
I gotta watch this. I gotta protect
just
this
to
guy.
establish travel, I have a perception from, I believe, Oberon was who spoke up for a perception. So,
Right.
Who else?
Oberon,
Somebody said they
Oberon,
were
I really think you should be guiding us. Because I don't think anybody else can
I
actually...
could do survival.
So yeah,
I'm not-
survival
or
is the
Avery.
main one. So whoever has
I could-
survival.
One of you two,
I
Oberon
can't.
or Avery.
I will make sure everyone's hydrated while we dash. Or whatever.
We have access to water, so with love. We have access to water.
It's been previous where if
Yeah.
someone did that, we had partial, like we had advantage on the check.
Yeah.
for exhaustion.
That's all I wanted to make
directions?
too.
Is Fume good at
Like,
directions?
but I have to say that.
Oh
is
yeah,
that
didn't we
help.
have Fume do survival before?
Oh, did we?
Fume? Yeah. Oh yes, Fume can do survival. I'm sorry, that is
What's
correct.
his?
Yeah, let's have
what's
Fume
his
do it,
bonus?
yeah.
It's fine if I'll do it if he gives me advantage. That's fine.
What's your bonus?
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's a fine way to do it. But I'm just saying,
that's actually the perfect way to do it. That's how I prefer to do it. So he does have survival, and it's only a +2 survival, so you would be better.
But it's +2 for me too. So
I have
but if
+4
he
survival.
Then perfect.
So
It's
I'll
fine.
you do
Wait, what?
perception.
You lead us.
I have
and I'll
+4 to
proceed.
survival.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll do survival. You do perception. I'll take the advantage for survival. Yes.
Okay, so Avery is guiding with Fume.
I'm
Yeah, you seem to be
taking care of
more
the-
adept.
I'll keep watch
also not
with
proficient.
Oberon so he can get advantage on his perception check.
Perfect, wonderful. That works.
take care
Um,
of the
And I'll do medicine.
22 perception. And you'll do medicine. Yes, yeah, for the water.
Aren't you animal handling for riding?
Who is riding? If you're nobody should be riding if you're all walking. You know what I mean?
Can I will unload my stuff, like my bag, onto the camel, but I will
Exactly.
if we're expediting, I'll
That
get
is-
off the camel.
So that's actually what camels are generally used for in the desert. They are lightning fast too, so riding one for single-use travel. I rode a camel at a Ren Fair once, but I really want to ride a camel because they're like Oberon and I were saying, they're really fucking fast. They're really, and since they're so like gangly legged, it's a really weird fast. It's just looks really fun.
They can run faster than a good number of species.
40 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's fucking
cool.
terrifying. And it's on like they're designed to run on desert like sand and mountains, which is something horses fucking suck at. That's the fucking English cavalry.
They can run at 25 miles per hour for long periods. If in a hurry, they can kick their speed up to 40 miles per hour for a short burst.
Yeah, so you guys have pretty much all unloaded, I assume, onto the camels and are just kind of like walking them alongside. So I have
bag, but
so
unless we're running.
What are you doing, Bastion?
Making sure that the camels like
Cool,
stay in
perfect.
line.
Animal handling,
Yeah.
wonderful.
21.
Wow, what a clean set of skills, except for Avery. Avery,
I know.
beefed
Avery
it.
fucking sucked.
Beefed
I
it
was like,
hard on like the
oh,
most
I'm not
important
the-
one.
I rolled bad. Okay.
I hand the kid the orb of direction.
Can I give myself? oh wait, I'm giving
Make sure
myself
we all
guidance.
get
Hold on,
those.
hold on. I give myself guidance.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Please be a 1. Please be a 1.
13.
Okay.
It is a 1 bastard.
One.
Don't
15.
we have a compass or something? Jeez.
13.
Yeah,
It was a 1.
that's the thing that I think is really disappointing about that item. It only tells. I think that's the only thing it says. Is it tells you which way is north.
Yeah,
There's-
but if you know
It's
which
the
way is
same thing
north,
as, like,
you know which
the-
way is other ways.
Yeah,
No.
I would give advantage on survive. I would give advantage on it if they didn't already have advantage from Fume. But that's why I like the Wayfinder better, which is a sword I gave another campaign, which is a sword that always points north, and it gives +2 on nature and survival to all check.
It definitely
Word?
is a more utilitarian.
It's a sword that always points north.
Yeah.
Then how do you hit stuff if it's not facing?
Well, it doesn't.
north?
Like obviously you can't, but like when you leave it to rest, it'll point north.
Oh,
So like literally, one of the characters like just puts on their finger and it like compass needles their way to like what direction.
But anyway, you guys set out, and we're going to enter prolonged travel. So these are going to be the checks pretty much going forward till you guys get to Egressa. Or until something interrupts and I ask for them again.
Okay.
But that also means if you want to do anything, please stop me at any point in the description.
Just at night, I would like to read the book. Is the only thing.
Yeah, we'll get to nights at the first night here.
Heads up that I have to leave in like 15 minutes, but
okay.
I'll be listening in on stream.
We'll just set up for the travel. I'll write down your checks. I'll roll to see what happens, and then we will start next session probably with like what happened over your journey and how you got to the city, if you get to the city, because the survival's the worst check again.
I know. Also, really quick, I'd like to remind everyone that after we go to Egressa, we need to go to, I believe it's Ben Hasir. I can't remember the name exactly. Because my goddess said so. And that's how Avery interpreted it. And you talked about that, but I'm like, that's how Avery interpreted it.
Ooh, that's a pretty far
and
distance.
Speaking about Avery, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I would like at night to get checkups from Avery for the wound.
yes, I would have done that this morning. So -1 to your I had a slow morning, but you did too, so it's okay. Yeah. What did I need to roll for them?
DC 15 wisdom, medicine.
And then
you can use
where'd my mouse go? And then I was gonna use where is it? I definitely did a thing. Lesser restoration to maybe expedite it as well. Even though it's not specifically for what they have. It's for blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned. I wanted to magic shift it to help with the, what was it, inflamed wound?
Festering.
Yes. I would like to do the magic shifting BS to, I say BS, but I love it. I'm sorry. Maybe expedite healing it specifically. Also, it is accurate then.
Yes.
Remo has that spell. I am learning it very well.
Okay. Sorry, I just have to check something.
Whoever wrote that down, I appreciate you.
Yeah, no
That's
problem.
Cute. I love it. Yeah, I'm not excited to walk through one of these cities.
Wait for.
I don't feel like anybody's taking notes, and like my characters are not note.
I mentioned at the end of last session. I bared repeating again.
Like, in my other campaign, my first time playing D&D, I made a druid, and he was a cartographer, so he had.
I used to take super in-depth notes, and everyone I've previously played with was like, I missed those, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
So. Go ahead and make a lesser restoration check.
Plus my spellcasting modifier, I presume.
Plus proficiency.
Are you doing the medicine check?
Yeah, I'd be doing the medicine, but I wanted to.
What's the medicine check first?
Okay, let's do that first then.
Yeah.
18 plus 6 is 24.
Okay. So.
And then I wanted to target it with. lesser restoration, like we did before.
Go for it. Make a spellcasting check.
Different dice.
The rule of spell warping is it has to be in.
I can't do a 1 or a 2.
No, it has to be in Foundry. All spell warping has to be done in Foundry.
So that way, when it hits a nat 1, we can all be like, "Oh,
we can all laugh at me. I love it."
Also, the other rule is I have to call the DC first.
Sorry, plus 4, 18.
Okay, with the plus 4, it succeeds. I was going to call a DC 16.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So no, it's fine. No, that was my bad. I should have gotten it out sooner. But yeah, those are my 2 rules. I set the DC verbally, so there's no question, and you roll it openly.
And then I boost my threshold by 1, right?
Yeah. No, only if you fail.
Only if I fail. So because I have it at 1, 2. Because I thought you said it just builds up in me.
It until it's released. So you failed 1, so you should still be at 1, 2. But every time it fails, it builds up more.
Okay.
I failed already. So what's that threshold for me?
1, 2. If you failed once, it's just 1, 2, and then if you failed twice.
Have I?
1 through 3. I thought you failed once, didn't you not? Maybe not. Okay, I
That's
thought you
why
said
I'm
you 1,
do I
2.
increase it to 3?
No. You don't increase it at all. The wound seems to first take well to the treatment you apply physically, and with the treatment after, it all but vanishes, leaving a scar upon your abdomen. Or I'm sorry, where do we say your festering wound was?
My back.
Your back.
My back.
Yeah, it still leaves a scar in the place, but the flesh is healed, and it just leaves like a large reddish mark where the wound once was.
I'll tell that to Ignacio. I'll be like, I think I got the most of it. There's this big scar, and we'll check it again tomorrow to double check. But I think you're doing pretty good. Does it hurt still? Is it smarting?
It's sore. I will say it's a lot less sore than it used to be. Okay. So it says after 10 successes, the first time you checked me, Chris gave you 2 successes. So what does this make it?
This is gone.
Chris?
This is gone. With the lesser restoration, she has healed it. With the stronger lesser, she has completely healed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then I'll say all that still, because I'm still not the most adept, but I want to make sure that you're still good. So I'll ask you how you are, and you'll say it's still a little sore, or
he'll say it's a little sore, and then he'll move. He goes, "Wait a minute, no, I think I'm good. It doesn't. That's great.
Cool.
Okay, folks.
I'll still check it tomorrow just in case. Okay.
Yeah.
This
definitely.
is my fun part.
Real quick, Chris, just that way Soggy knows. They had their wild magic actually go off. Doesn't that reset the counter?
Yeah, that's why it reset the thing. That's why the threshold
yeah. That's true.
That's why I was asking.
Soggy's threshold is
correct.
1. There you go.
Ignore these. These are definitely nothing you have to concern yourself with.
That's a death roll. That's a death roll.
That 60.
He passed both of them
that 57.
Based on the 20s.
That 33.
You can roll these privately.
Oh, I know. I want you to see what's happening.
That way we know that we're about to be fucked over by a dragon out of nowhere.
A 57.
We had that experience. They just flew right over us, remember? We were fine.
Because we were moving stealthily.
It was almost 100.
A 53. God, you guys are right down the middle here.
I like it. Oh.
What the?
For a second there, I thought that was 14 and not 41.
And an insignia of the claws randomly. No.
Watch out.
You're fine. So, okay. All of these have been rolled. These cover... Oh, one more. And you guys are moving at normal pace, correct? Or 2 more?
I thought we're expediting.
Oh, you're expediting.
That's why we're off the camels.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are running with the camels, just to be clear. So you're sprinting every turn. That technically means all the rolls are at disadvantage. With advantage meaning flat rolls. So 1 second here. Not everybody rolled them in game, I don't think, did they? The animal handling check was a flat. Yeah, go ahead and roll a second to see what your animal handling would... Oh, actually, so it's mostly just perceptions and survivals at disadvantage. But both, yeah, they're both flat. No, they're both flat rolls. Oh, you did do the survival, didn't you?
I did it at advantage, so I'll just roll it again.
So Oberon, your first roll was the one you rolled, so you're good.
Didn't do worse, so stick with that 8 for the 12.
The 12? So the but with guidance, so still a 15.
Yes, the 13. Yes,
13. 15 with guidance, right? 15 with guidance?
No, 13. I got a 1 because you willed it.
Yeah, because talking about the blast.
You rolled a 13. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. So with that in mind, you guys huffing it, you set out. Good to know. Good to know. With this, with this, the medicine and animal handling checks are not. I will allow the animal handling check
in the morning.
No. The medicine check was done. The medicine is giving water. I will say you can't give water whilst running, and same goes for the animal handling check unless you have some way that you can do it. While you're walking, you can coax them easily, but besides verbally talking to them like in a language they understand, there's nothing really you can do to animal handle and run at the same time. But I do need from everybody is athletics checks, though.
Cool. Can I use my rope to tie their bitings together so that way, as we're running, I can pull on it to make sure that they're keeping pace, and make sure that both of them are coming with us?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you've got them.
To allow that animal handling still?
Yeah, no. I mean, no need necessary. Okay. These are trained camels. They're following their reins.
Fucking Christ.
Gotta love that negative athletics.
Are we riding camels, Hoffs?
No, we weren't. We were gonna offset our items under them.
Gotcha.
So that we at least didn't have the weight on us.
Just gonna. Yeah, that's a thing. 26. What?
Very nice, Bastion.
20.
Are you guys now with that in mind? Are you guys relieving all of your weight onto your camels, like going desert travel, everything off your back to relieve?
Nope. Yes,
I'm not.
Okay.
Ignacio, are you?
It does. For me, it's only a third of my max weight, so it's pretty easy to carry.
Oberon, you said you're not?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna carry all my stuff.
You.
I had one backpack. I'm okay.
Got it. Oberon.
Soggy, are you unloading your weight?
Oh, I need a fume athletics check. Soggy, are you unloading your weight? Ignacio.
Oh, I said yes. Sorry, I didn't know I was muted.
No, you're good. So let me just roll on athletics with fume here real quick. Okay, cool.
He's pretty athletic.
Yeah, that's more successes than fails, which is good. The lot of you run through the desert as fast as you can, pulling the camels along with you as you go. You make haste, quickly catching up to a number of travelers making their way down the mountain pass here, lining the mountains, just avoiding entering the desert to the last moment they can. You guys run along it, kind of bounding through any safe places of footing of stone as you guys push through the sand. And as you guys push past, you can see with you, up ahead with these folk are the so familiar face of Sister Tamara, walking with a couple of cultists, one enforcer, one cultist, that you guys recognize from the compound. One of them just carrying a large painting over their back, using it as shade against the sun right now. The other with a rug over their back, just going, you sure you don't want to help me carry this? And Sister Tamara goes, I didn't think you should bring that at all.
Sister Tamara's the one that was passed out originally, right?
Yes.
So she's awake now.
Yes. When she was blasted awake by Sister Kira, she came to her senses once more, and whilst injured, she had a good night's sleep and has to go through the desert with these two idiots. But you guys go running by, just kind of charging through with your camels. You can hear them go, "Where did they get the camels?" And you guys are kind of like charging on off in the distance. What I will say is you guys are making good time, and after one night of full running through the desert sun, one day, you guys do wrap up travel after how many hours of running? What's the plan?
As much as we can do, I would assume.
Well, I mean, theoretically, you guys could run through the night. You could pop some of that Terrazul and run for a day, 1d4 days straight.
Yeah, but I don't think
to. No, obviously. That's why it's up to you guys how long you guys run.
I feel like we've talked about it before where like
just running
in the afternoon and sort of into the night is better, and then we sleep the other half of the night and into the morning because it's really hot.
I presumed that during this running we did take like maybe a short rest for a little bit if we found a place to take shade in for like an hour and then just kept going.
At how many hours? Like when?
For like 2-3 hours.
Yeah, I think
like
2-3 hours.
Right at the peak of heat for each of these runs is to make sure like not
that we eat, refuel, drink
okay
up.
So you take like a 2-hour break to avoid the peak of the day.
Yeah, like that 1-2 p.m. area.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and make a medicine check for me now, or we can use that medicine check you already rolled, so it's still valid. Ignacio, to distribute water.
Make sure everybody's topped up and their feet don't hurt.
Yeah.
We do the obligatory thing me and Kim did before. Where it's like, put the water, put the shaping.
What I will say then, on this, as you like run the second half of the day, by the end of the day, I will need a Constitution saving throw at advantage from all of you.
And we've gotten so good at desert travel.
I know.
Well, actually, wait. Sorry. Running through the desert is a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. What you did gives you advantage, so it'd be a straight roll from everybody.
That's a natural 18 plus 2. 30, 20.
No, I'm sorry. I have to correct myself one more. Advantage to everybody except Oberon.
What?
Because Oberon, you're carrying all your stuff. Everybody else relieved their weight onto the camels for the travel through, which is much less exhausting. I
do it at work every day, anyways, 4 days a week.
This is the burden I bear for being a rich man.
Also, being a panda in a fucking desert. Like, let's be honest, that's pretty realistic.
My water skin is like 10 times the size of everybody else's. Heavy bubbles.
The size of your backpack.
You've also got the teapot full and like one of your ewers and like just all filled with water.
Your thing of imbibing.
During those rests, though, I would like to just tend to the animals and make sure that they're not going to die.
I have to hop off now. But
okay, yeah. My last question before you go, if you got a minute, because this is the last one, is what would you do at nighttime? Is there anything you would do during the evening? Because as you finish up that second leg of the evening at rest, I like to establish. We just need to establish watch orders. So we need 4 orders. Which one would Hoffs take?
Either first or last.
Either first or last. Okay, good to know.
First or last can be flexible there.
And then what would you do during like the time you guys are?
Yeah, I'd like to try to copy disguise self from the. Actually, no, because if I fail that, the spell scroll is used. Can I copy things from the duplicitous manuscript into my spellbook?
Yeah, of course. Definitely.
Yeah, so I am going to I'll take a look through the item in a little bit and then tell you the thing. But I'm gonna try to copy one of those spells.
No problem. That's what we will say you are doing just during this downtime, and we'll roll for it at the start of next session.
And
or I guess you don't have to roll for the copying, but.
All right. Yep. All right. Thank you. Good night.
Have a good one.
Good.
I was gonna tell him I wanted a story beat with him. Damn it.
Story. Well, we can pick that up at the travel next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, my last question for you all is: what are you guys doing during your evenings?
Drinking water.
That's fair.
Glug glug glug.
Did you see the GIF I posted?
Yeah, I do.
I have not yet.
Oh yeah,
nice.
The dumbbell of water.
That's pretty great. What's it called?
Heavy bubbles.
Because
Heavy
we
bubbles.
all are doing the watches and we all sort of want to read The Great Betrayal, I'd just be like, can someone leave it out? And I'll remember what page I'm on, and while I skim it during a little bit during watch.
We all have our own bookmarks within the same book.
Yeah, right? Isn't that cute?
Everybody has their own way to fold the page corner.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. We better remember fucking over on Marx's corner. We're all like, who did this?
He just takes a bite out of his corner to Marcus.
It tastes like knowledge.
What was it? Brennan Lee Mulligan. The best way to show appreciation of a piece of work is just eating it. How can they get any closer to me?
Yeah.
Consumption.
Finish the book and just eat it. Were you guys reading that?
We wanted to read that too.
Yeah, that was, I love it. Anyway, so yeah, what are we doing during the? You guys are all gonna share that book to read. What order of watches are we gonna take?
I got my cookbook.
I'll take
you guys
first
cookbook.
watch.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
Fourth.
And then
Off takes one of the four.
Okay, so let me go ahead and type these in here. So who said first?
I did.
Okay.
The Ashton.
No, I thought we were almost clear of that.
I don't have to leave anymore, by the way.
You did it.
Okay, nice. Well, yeah, I did. Second watch, who is that?
Avery.
Third is Oberon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doubling up on any watches?
Fume for the first, and then Hoffs for the fourth.
Yeah, Hoffs is on the fourth. Oh, who is on Ignacio? Are you on the fourth, you said?
Yeah, I'm on the fourth.
You got it. So you will have help from Hoffs. And where did you want Fume?
He wanted to be first or last, so he would be last.
No.
Oh no, sorry, Fume. Sorry, Fume was best.
Do you have dark vision, Oberon?
I do. Oberon, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, then the first watch then. So that way my negligible perception score can get a bonus.
Cool. So this?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Go ahead and give me perception checks in that order, if you wouldn't mind. Kind people.
Do yours. I rolled mine
Avery?
preemptively.
Avery has 15. Just retype it real quick.
Ario.
There you go. 15. Then Oberon with an 18. Now Ignacio with advantage. Cool. A 5.
Oh, I thought that
Is it advantage?
Fucking woof.
You have no bonus?
The sun coming up is in your eyes.
Yeah, right.
That was with advantage too? Damn.
Yeah, that was with advantage.
They don't have a modifier to perception though.
Okay,
No.
Just to be clear, these are the watches going forward as well.
Oof.
Could they take another advantage for the following day?
What? What you talking about? Yeah, that's fair.
No, it's not. That doesn't make sense. I'm
trying to reroll again tomorrow? No. Don't think so.
I can't hit
no,
the
we're
player.
expediting.
I wish.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is expedited travel. When things call for a reset, I will reset, but
For now they haven't.
for now they haven't. So Oberon got a... Sorry, I'm just copying these down in case needed.
Guidance or anything?
That's a good point. Oh, Ignacio. No, Ignacio doesn't have guidance.
Or who's
Wish I
helping
did.
Ignacio? Hoffs?
Half.
I don't think Hoffs has guidance. That'd be
No.
some rigmarole if he did.
I don't think he's the one.
That'd be some silly mess around stuff.
I'm just wondering.
No. It just would be interesting for. There are ways for a wizard to get guidance, but they're like weird. Sorry, I was just double checking. Yeah.
We did it.
Everyone can touch each other's spell list with the right feet.
So Ignacio
Yeah, with the right
and
feet, you can
Hoff,
definitely
right?
hit any casting.
Now, it's kind of like a new thing.
Yeah.
Not that I have a problem with it,
You're a
but
bard. If you're a bard, you can always get it.
okay, folks. So, your rolls have been rolled. We will pick up here next week at the start of your first evening here on travel, and then we will go through the rest. I have rolled, just so you know, all of the days' random encounter tables, and whether or not you've hit them is a mystery, but we will see at the start of next session when we arrive at Aggressa. As the sun sets on your first day of travel, you guys can see Aggressa off in the distance, still a pillar of smoke on the horizon. All the while, fume begins to fume. I said it, that's right. We're gonna end it on that horrible cheesy note, so sue me. But yeah, tune in next week to see what is going down at the town of Aggressa. Let's see if there's any fucking vendors who will buy this just like cavalcade of shit you're about to bring in here. Be like, hey, I know your town's being sieged, but anyone who want to buy a large painting of a halfling and a bee?
That sounds like a really interesting story of why that was made. I want to know the tale.
But we'll see what that gets you guys then. But until then, have a great night and a series of great nights throughout the week. See you next time.
Tomorrow, you mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also tomorrow, tune in for our Saturday night. You know the routine. Saturday evening, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. It changed. PST. Let's go. Is actually PST?